Okay, let me see. Hey, what's up, B Will? Oh, you're gonna live a long time. Let me mod you up. Let me mod you up. I'm gonna put a star next to your name. I'm gonna mod you up. I'm definitely gonna mod you up. Um, yeah, we're about to be messy. I'm about to show y'all my interview from Miss Uganda's channel. So, few people, I'm waiting for a few of my comrades to come over so we can all talk about this. Sorry, I don't have no fancy stuff, going on. I ain't got nothing fancy, but I'm new at some of this stuff. Hi, Miss Uganda. He out here too. Right on. Yep, I'm about to be messy, Miss Uganda. So we're gonna talk about the interview we had. I was just with my comrades on the other channel, and they were saying, um, oh yeah, no, you, man, be will as I said it. For the few black men who know the real shit and they real, they are real. They the real of the real. You get my full respect and my full support. That's why I'm gonna always have you. You know what I'm saying? You get modded up. You know what I'm saying? Because you've always been supportive. You've been supportive of Taz. You've been supportive of Nyla. You've been supportive. You've been very supportive. That's why we rocks with you. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of weird for T Wheel, but then T Wheel was like, all right, cool, he cool. So it was like, yep, y'all, what's up? So I'm just waiting for the sisters to get on here so I can get all messy. I am gonna pull up this video though. Um, Hi, Cherise. I'm finna like until and by September. I'm finna mod up all my people by up until September. I got some mods, but I'm gonna mod some more people up. But I'm finna bring up this video, and this video was interview between me and Miss Uganda, and you'll see I am gonna put up let me see how you do this because I'm still learning. I should have been learned how to do this shit. Y'all forgive me for being so damn slow, but I'm gonna let me see. I am gonna share a screen, but let me see. Let me see how this works. How does this work? I gotta remember. See, I haven't been on here for a minute. Let me see. Invite. Here we go. Is this it? Live stream, StreamYard. Let me see. Copy. Let me see if this is it. So you can get on the screen, you know what I'm saying? And if you want to come up here and say what you want to say on here and put your thoughts on here, that'd be great. But it was cool to have Miss Uganda interview me. He get a better understanding of what's going on, and but he didn't understand. Now he's heard of black femicide happening, but he's in the UK, so it don't dawn on him that it's happening in Africa and Jamaica and all the stuff that black women are being raised by black men by the hands of the men we give birth to. And they will sit and some people would deflect and run over and say, well, what about these white men that black men be with and stuff? Like, dude, white women kill black men all the goddamn time. I mean, I don't know what make people say that black women chasing black men to white women. Black men want to go to white women. They never did want to be with black women. It had nothing to do with what she did or what she said. But when he gets with her, she's getting the same treatment like Cynthia G said. She get the same black man. There's nothing different. There's no, okay, he was much happier doing a white woman. Nah, it's the same shit. Um, and just like that white young lady who was pregnant, she was 8 months pregnant with that brother, that dude, and he beheaded her because he said she wouldn't submit. She didn't submit good or something. So I'm gonna actually share this interview video. It was from me and Mr. Uganda, and feel free to come up. Feel free to come up and stuff. Hold on 1 second. Let me share. Let me share a video. Share. I don't know what the heck it says. Today is history. Okay. Get ready. Get out of here. Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna share a stream. Let me look it up. And share. Come on, share. Oh, here, share screen. No, you know I'm slow on this shit. I'm trying to learn. Share screen sharing two easiest two monitors. Let's see. Share screen. Okay, so let's see what we at. When what about this one? All right, let's see. What am I doing? Okay, got an idea. Got an idea because I gotta know how to do this shit. Okay, here we go. 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 Let me go ahead and just pull this up. Yeah, I'm on there. Come on. Oh, I know what I want to do. Let me go ahead and pull that up. Do. And then give me let me know what y'all think of this interview. You know, we're not gonna be on interview too long because I wasn't on it that long. And then it became like a missy you know, regular live stream with different people getting on here. But I am gonna call some people out. That was either on the comment section or that was on a live stream. I am gonna you gonna see my slow ass. See, people know I do this shit. I'm like, how the hell y'all do this? But me personally, you know, I don't. Damn, Mr. Uganda, you was on here for 9 hours. So let me save to my playlist. Okay, so I'm gonna get on here and I'm gonna come back. This the getaway. That's the getaway that I know how to do this shit. This the getaway. So let's pull up the train. You know, I know how to do this shit. So let me see. Boom. Let me see. Y'all share. Yeah, let me share. Let's share this shit. Um. Yard. Okay. Let me see. Where am I? Where am I at? Okay, can y'all see? Can y'all see this? Okay. So let me go to. Did I remove it? No, I didn't. Fix that. Let me fix it. Let me fix it. I'm gonna do. Um. Come on. Come on. All right. I wish somebody know how to pull it and I do because I don't do it. All right. We buffer as mug. Let me see the next screen. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. A little bit. I'm working on the screen here. It was just. All right, so I'm gonna put it to the interview. All right, let's see. Let me turn it up a little bit. Okay, it's gonna come up. It's just buffering a little bit. I don't know why it's doing freaking buffering. got the interview. The interview was off the chains because people was doing people was doing the most on on the chat. Let me see what's going on. Let me know if you guys can hear too. What is it doing? It's embarrassing. You know how to work this shit, Miss Uganda? On here. Yep. Do you know how to work this? Let me know if you know how to work this, because I don't know how to work it. Uh-oh.
Connection is very glitchy. Your connection's very
okay.
glitchy.
Okay.
Oh, it is glitchy. Yeah, it's very glitchy. I mean, you can go try and stand in an area with better connection, and what I can do is that I can play the video from my laptop. So you can just give me an area where you want me to go to on the stream. That way you won't have to set up one. Yeah, I can just play. Okay. So let me just go and stream it on my laptop.
Okay.
But let me get my stream up. Yeah, just make sure your connection's good, because right now it's really glitchy. If you can go to a better spot in your place, that'll be better.
Okay, better place. Do I have to go to a better place? Okay, do I have to go to where I was at when I had an interview with you?
Yeah, that place was much better. If you can go there, you just give me a time. You can just give me an area where you can play the live stream on the screen. I'll add it onto the stream. Then you can just tell me where you want me to go.
Okay, go to the so go to my live stream. Can you can't pull up the live stream on your.
I'll call him from my laptop and then I'll share my screen.
Okay. Yeah, let's get to the actual interview. Let me see. So let me say here. I don't know this shit. All right. I don't understand how that shit works. Oh, did I take you out? Didn't know I did that.
No. I've pulled in from my laptop now, so now I can share my screen, which will have the video, and then we can watch the stream from because I don't have an internet issue from where I'm sitting now. So let me just share this. Give me 1 second. There you go. So can you see my screen? Add my screen.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can tell me where you want me to go.
Go to the part where you started to ask questions. And it with the Black Femicide.
Was in the beginning.
Right, but not the one where, how did I ended up, how did I get to know Taz and them? You know what I'm saying? Like a little bit past that, because we get to the part where I ended up meeting Taz and I so she want to ask her. She ain't looked up with a man yet. But once she finally do get one, she gonna see. She gonna really see. There's some.
Do you want to start here?
Yeah, let's start there.
Because I'm gonna have to mute my mic because I think it might echo for the audience. So I'm gonna have to mute. But whenever you want me to pause, just tell me to pause or skip or anything.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Let me just mute myself.
ex-mammies who do come out and say, baby, I used to side with black men, was always about the black man. And people like Cynthia G changed our lives a lot. We have to see where we messed up as women. We allowed this shit to happen. We thought this was supposed to be okay for it to happen, as long as we to ride or die. This was wrong. You letting people abuse your body and abuse your mind and your soul, your spirituality, and then you have no love for yourself, and then you get fingers pointing at you because you don't have love for yourself. There's a lot of things that too much hate going on. You got black women. I wish black women learn that. Okay, yeah. See, maybe in her state it's been messed up, but you need to come where my state is. These black men are more decent over here. At least that. If you had something like that, it would have been cool. Because again, you even got sister content creators who've been through some shit, and they can't get mad at the sisters. They really can't. The you need a man tactics. No, it's a reason why we're saying we don't need a man. I don't want a man right now. I don't need one. It becomes a necessity right now that we don't really need. We don't really need. It's not even necessary. And the reason why we say this is because when we were working and making the money, we were saving money. My father taught me to make my own money. Don't depend on no man. He said, don't trust no niggas. That's what he said. And he wasn't clear when he said that, because I'm learning later on, my father was the nigga too. Okay, my mother was young. He was 24, she was 16. Wasn't he a freaking pedo?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's call a spade a spade. We have to look at it for what it is. As much as I love my father, he was fucking wrong for what he did. And this is why women like my mother and other women like my mother, who was 15, 16, 17, 18, who had a baby at a child age, she was still a child having a baby, turn on their own daughters when they become teenagers. You know why? Because she feel like she in competition. She feel like she not beautiful no more. But why would you sit there with your new boyfriend and then hate your daughter and and assume that your daughter is flirting with your new boyfriend?
Wait, what?
What's wrong with that?
Wait, so your mom? Okay, because I think you might have mentioned it before, but so your mom was like in competition with you.
Yeah, these were women who had babies at a young age. And if you have a daughter, that was the most dangerous shit you could ever do. Because as she started turning 12, 13, 14, we the whole opposite of what moms think we should be. But they assume we're going to be this fast ass, we're this, with that. When you never tripped on us walking around the house with shorts on before, but now you got this man in the house, then all of a sudden we got to be presentable and all these things, and don't be doing that around my man attitude. It's like, we're not even doing anything. You don't even like your dude. Your dude is creepy. I never understood that. We just, that's what drove broke the family apart too, because she was mammying for a man that probably meant her no good anyway. Now you got women like my mother telling the very daughters that they turned on, well, all men are dogs. And we don't want to believe you now, because you accused us of flirting with the creep you were with, and those were lies. So why should I believe you that all men are dogs? Then we have to find out the hard way ourselves as women. You see? So, and I survived black femicide. And I said this before. I survived death. I survived domestic violence from both of these simp ass daddies I was with. I survived. They were 16 years apart. Both these relationships were 16 years apart. So I was trying my hardest as a woman to be careful in selection. I heard the term choose better, but there's no damn such thing as choosing better. Because you could come from a two-parent home and still have an asshole. That part. Shit man in your life. And he come from a two-parent home.
Wait, so this is what I want to get into, because the first topic we need to address is the idea of vetting. And I had a conversation about this with analysts like Puntype Princess and Abintu, and I was talking about this concept of vetting and how robust it is and how successful it is. They were of the belief that there is such a good thing as vetting, but you need a good father to help you vet. Do you feel like because your father was perhaps what you would say a dusty, do you feel like you never got the chance to have a good vet? Because, he should have been helping you choose your husband or your boyfriend. And because he wasn't there, as much as you would have liked, you never got the chance to really vet your men.
Yeah, my father died when my daughter was I think she was I think she was 3 years old when she passed away. I wanted to take care of my father because he could have taught me some things. Give me 1 second, okay?
No problem. Like the video.
If you can pause this, Miss Uganda. So, in this case, we talking about how black femicide wouldn't happen, or black men erasing black women probably wouldn't happen if we had a good father, or if we got with a man. It had to be like the Jews better starts off from the home, like you got good parents, you got a 2-parent home, and they still believe in this 2-parent home ordeal, and the 2-parent home ordeal is nothing but fraudulent. It's like what used to be back then is not like that now. So it's like we've heard a lot of the 2-parent home being so dysfunctional is ridiculous, and it may be like that one or that two-parent home, with one 2-parent home that says, hey, my mom and dad was the coolest mom and dad on the planet, but I know I have an auntie who has this husband of hers, and they got kids, and dude, I be wanting to get my cousin all the time. Dude, he's always doing something to my auntie, and the kids got to see that. You know what I'm saying? So that's that one, and that's the other one that just graze all this. Like, well, if I had a good 2-parent home, then everybody should have a 2-parent home. And this single mama thing is like the shit against single mothers is so overrated, and she's so underrated of the miraculous thing she does with raising her children. So that's the reason why it starts off with that, and then it gets into what's happening to the sisters, and then when people start making these judgments, it's like, nah, let's talk about Africa, because the shit that's going on here in America is a little bit more worse than Africa, and it's happening to the younger kids, the younger ones. So, yeah, go ahead and start it again, Miss Uganda.
Essentially, the topics we'll be discussing today are what's the last thing? Right? About this vetting, but there are people game plan.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, so there's no such thing. I don't know what vetting means. I never knew what those terms mean, like vetting. It's like you're not gonna know if you gotten a good man or not. As much as you want to believe that the guy that you met and talking to for the past 3 or 4 months is a pretty good guy. He's this, he's that. You could be with this man, and then 8 years later, he done sat there and wasted your 8 years of life, and he's already beating your ass. And that's like the first time he put hands on you. Now he can't even stop putting hands on you. It's for some men, it had to take some time to do what they do. You're not gonna know what type of man it is. Only his parents know what kind of man he grew up to be. Only he knows. And 9 times out of 10, the mothers don't tell the women that he's dating. And I wish that could happen, because that could save a lot of lives. And like, if I ever saw my son and grew up and he ended up having girlfriends after girlfriends, and I'm looking at him like, son, did you just have one? Like, I'll put him to the side. Did you just have someone else up in here? And you calling her your girlfriend? And yeah, I got 3 girlfriends. Okay, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. And that's gonna be my thing of being disagreeable to him. But when he's old enough and she claims that that's her man, I'm gonna tell her personally, right in front of my son, he's not looking for a wife right now. Are you willing to stick with this?
Wait, but you can't speak for yours. But if he's of age, like, would this be
because
when?
Because I gotta protect her and herself. I don't need families. Let me tell you something. This is one thing I hate when people say. You can't sit there and keep it quiet, because now you come the suspect. Because guess what? If he hurt that girl and the family don't like him, and I don't know that family, and that family don't like him like that, they know where he is. I gotta be in the middle of all that bullshit.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, you gotta be honest, and he's gonna have to learn, mom. Nah, you're gonna have to learn how to be a man about your shit. Don't ever play with these women's hearts, ever.
Wait, but how old is? Would you do this even if your son is 30 or 40 and you saw him have like 3 different girlfriends? Would you get in the middle of that?
If she says, "I like to meet your mother," King. See, he has to be first thing. Be honest with your son first. Establish a relationship with him first, so he know. Like my son's father did with his mom. She just never told me anything until later. You know what I'm saying? She felt bad, you know, and so I would make it different because I'm looking at the patterns. The same shit is happening and it's not working out. It gets bad and it's getting worse. And I'm hoping to stop that shit by saying, look, he's not looking to marry right now. And are you going to stick?
No,
Nope, he's not looking to marry right now. If you're
no,
gonna be
but
with, with different women, you must listen because I gotta protect her because I gotta prepare her. If she says, "Oh yeah, I'm still stick by my, I ain't looking for marriage either." Go ahead, y'all got my go. Hey, do y'all shit. You know what I'm saying? Because she not only will she respect me, my son will understand. Yeah, you're right, mom. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted. I'm young. When you're old enough, and you ready for a wife. All that sleeping with all these different women got to stop because you got to get tested. You got to be protected. You got to make sure that that family knows that you really want their daughter. Do
wait,
not.
but tangent. I get
No,
what
we
you're
want a healthy black family. I know two
no,
black families like that. You
wait,
want a
but
healthy black family. You don't want to be, see, that's coddling. That's not right, Miss Uganda. That's coddling. And that's why they grow up to be assholes and do the shit that they do. And one man who killed his girlfriend and baby, his mother is in trouble because she kept this shit quiet and hit her son. See, has she put that shit down, Pack? Has she put it down from day one? That shit would never happen.
yeah, but tangent. If your son brings a woman that he expresses, okay, this woman may be my wife in the future, you shouldn't get in the middle of that. You know, like
Okay, now, but that's different, Miss Uganda. If he brings a nice lady to me and say, "Oh, Mama, I want you to meet this woman who may be my potential wife."
mhm.
Okay, now me and her gonna talk because if he wants you to as his wife, be sure that's what you want for my son. My son is serious now. My baby's serious. He wants a family, and I want family with him. I want to be grandma. I want to spoil the kids. So let me know what we doing. We're gonna stick together, and I want to meet the family. Like, I want strong black families, like for real. It can't just be her, and that's another issue. Like we gotta bring like the whole family together. If we're gonna do this, you know what I'm saying. So if my son says, "Mom, this is the woman I may want to marry," I says, "Yeah, you gotta be sure you want to marry her because she's beautiful. She's very talented. She's this, she's that. Y'all come together and be that power couple you're supposed to be." Because that's what I'm going to train my son anyway. He's going to learn that as he gets older anyway. As long as I keep on drilling that into him, he's going to understand. Okay, like mom, like this, yeah, like that. You gonna be the man. You be a man about yours. You know what I'm saying? There's other things that I have to teach him to protect himself as well. But if he says this is just my girlfriend, and now that other girl last week was my friend, now she was just my friend. The one you was kissing, that was your friend last week. He's not ready for marriage, ma'am. Are you ready for it? Are you ready to still stick by my son? We ain't gonna play no hood rat ass games. Then y'all sit there and talk about my son like he the Pookie and Ray Ray. We're not doing that. We finna kill that noise right now.
Okay. If you had a daughter, because you've expressed quite a lot about
I do have a
how
daughter.
oh sorry, slow moment. But let's say you were giving your daughter advice. Your daughter is of age. I think you said that she's engaged to a Mexican or something. I'm not too sure. But anyway,
Mhm.
right. I mean,
Yeah.
are you wait? Okay, so let's delve into that because you're quite vocal about the pathology of black men. Are you secretly relieved that she's with a Mexican man instead?
Well, I got to know him. He's a sweetheart, and my daughter loves him. They like two big kids together, and they both have my blessings. Because let me tell you something. I taught my daughter. The first thing that I taught my daughter, because I've been like this with my daughter, and if she's ever met you, she can tell you, "Oh yeah, there was times that it kind of got on my nerves, but I understood what my mama was saying." Listen, I told my daughter when she was younger, I told her when you get to the sixth grade and seventh grade, eighth grade. So when you get to the ninth grade, they're gonna be doing sex education. The first thing she says, "Mom, do I really have to do sex education?" I said, "Nope, you don't. You can opt out. And we're gonna replace you with AP shit." because they only give it to the people who don't do well in school anyway. They give sex education to them. You know what I'm saying? And it's political reasons behind that, and we learn more and more around it. That's why I'm against kids learning sex education. There's other curriculums they need to learn, but I told my daughter hormones is going to be fine with some of these kids. That's just going to be watch out for these girls, because some of them are liking girls, and if you're not into girls, I mean, my daughter had that talk. My daughter was the coolest of the cool. She was listening. She was taking notes, and you could tell mentally she was taking notes. I said, it's going to be girls that's into girls now, and some of them are going to get aggressive, and because you rejected them, because they don't even love who they are, and they're going to start targeting you, and you're going to have to fight girls. You know, some things I can see ahead of time before shit happens, and she would tell me, "Mom, you so damn right." My daughter had to fight a lesbian bitch in the bathroom at high school, and they both were sent home. But she had one little scratch on the side of her little neck. That's all. But my daughter wailed on her, and she's like, "Mom, I wasn't gonna let nobody no cardboard butch touch me." I was like, "Go ahead, mom, daughter. You think I'm gonna get you in trouble? Nah." They wrong, and they need to be writing this. I'm not gonna go call the principal. Said, "No, mom, don't do it. I got this, mom. I got it made." That's the only thing we had an issue with. The shit that she was going through at the high school, which was a public school, which was my fault. I should have kept her in private school. Was that shit? And I would sit there and I would say, I need to go and talk to these parents about this shit. I don't give a hell. Not nobody gonna touch my daughter. And they're like, "No, mom, I got this. Mom, I got this. Mom, just don't get involved now. I told you what happened. I got this. Just let it go. I'll take care of it." It's like, girl, I thought I was the mother. So I had to learn.
So
strong girl.
So pause that real quick.
Woman. And her fiance loved.
So, and there's some things that a lot of the moms go through with their teenage daughters. It's totally different, as I was trying to explain to you, Miss Uganda, like, because she's a female child. She's not here to conquer the world and dominate. Our sons are, and our sons, unfortunately, are growing up to be weak and docile and everything else. And our daughters have to be careful. And if you're talking about choose better, you have to do a different job with our daughters. And the problem is, we were not loving our daughters; we were raising them instead. And our sons, we were just loving our sons. We were not really raising them like we should. We were just loving them and letting them have everything. And that's the reason why roles have been reversed, because we were just loving and kissing loving our sons, and whatever he wants, he gets, and everything he begs and cries for, we do for him, and we rub his back and all the shit. But when it came to our daughter, says, "You better go learn how to go pee on that pot and be home before dark," and all this other stuff, not realizing that we were setting our sons up for torture to come. We could fast forward the part about my mom, about our relationships. Vetting someone else's children when as far as put it back. As far as
No, son, come here. I'm in a live stream. I'm not on live stream. No, that's not okay. Go tablet. Yeah, you can have some Cheerios. But don't go my stuff. So as I was saying, as I get my son some Cheerios, what happened was the mothers. What we do is we find out that we losing our sons to other sons, okay, out in the streets. But then you got black male children who grow up and don't know how to be men. And they take all this frustration shit and hating their mama and shit out on the women they're with. And so they're blessed to have a woman, but they don't know how to keep her. And so the stuff that she's asking for is pretty normal. And what's normal is, I want security. I want love. I want my family with you. I want to stick with you. I need you to be only me and just me. And that's the normal part. She don't deserve she doesn't deserve these surprises and then have to be stuck with a bad seed. It's just not appropriate. And so, to make a long story short, when it came to my daughter,
as I seen and how the family rose on his side of the family, they're very close. And like I said, they're like two little children. They be cracking me up. They're like two teenage kids who purposely do dumb shit like burn rice. And, oh, mom, how you cook rice again? Like that type of stuff. And he in the background capping and laughing and shit, but can't even make tamales. So it's just one of those things where I'm not even worried about that because he don't have the same structure as a black man would with a black woman or with any woman he gets with. So the problem is with black men right now because that's who we birth, and we have to be careful. As though my son, I have to raise him. I can love him, but he got to get raised just like I did my daughter, and just like other content creators and YouTube followers and stuff, YouTube supporters, some of them who got male children and they're black women, they're learning and they're understanding shit. We raising our sons, all that lovey-dovey and shit. Nah, what you just do, use that urinal. Don't quit sitting on that toilet unless you gotta go do number two. You gotta go do number two. Stand up, go get that urinal. Go stand right there and urinate right there. Don't be sitting on this toilet, go pee. You don't do what mommy do. So this is the things we have to do, or we don't have to do it like that. We can say Cheerios, throw some Cheerios in the goddamn toilet, and say, hey, shoot, we have fun with our sons, but at the same time, we have to be very structural with him because he is the one that you have to look at and say, well, he got to get up and conquer the world. He got to face other men. He had to face other men. How you gonna face other men if I'm calling him and letting him have anything he want, and then he get to have any women he want? He get to have it, and then we ain't supposed to say nothing. He get to put hands on a woman. What y'all gonna have an excuse for that? It's an excuse for everything when it comes to black men when they do wrong. It's an excuse. It's always the woman's fault. It's always she made this happen. That's why I was going after the goddamn mammies, right? I was going after the goddamn mammies. Like, lady, hey, that one right there, she's a liar. I don't even like her. Like, I kind of respect her from a distance, but after she pulled that stunt like she did, I don't respect her no more. I just don't. I just don't, because she couldn't be honest. And it's like if the people who was following Cynthia G or following Nyla Says was on your channel listening to her, she would have got drilled on your channel.
What?
Because the truth came out. The truth came out of what happened, and then I put it all together. Oh shit! So she was communicating with Psychopathist, and what's his name? Oh, what's his name? What's his name? Because to me, he was a fan of Cynthia G. He kept following her, and the shit was she started asking the question. The question was, so she want the abortion of all black men. So that was her question. She didn't hear Cynthia G say it. It was just her question. Cynthia G said if she was pregnant with a boy, she would just go ahead and just terminate it. Because of her situation. The situation is black men are causing a ruckus in the community. Why would you want to sit there and have these babies by these disruptive ass men right now? They don't even love you. They don't even love you. Okay, you could be minding your business, Mr. Uganda, coming home, knock on wood, and you're being targeted by your own brother. Targeted. You ain't did shit to them. Are you gonna blame black women for that? Are you gonna say, oh, it's because the black woman was doing this and the black woman was doing that? That's the reason why this dude robbed me and almost killed me. Nah. No, they don't even love each other. And then they bring these babies into the world and then don't want to even raise the damn babies. And then they make the ones who do want to raise the babies, who got their children, they don't have to yell, here, take these Cheerios. They don't have to say, she won't let me see my kids. No, as it was said, 9 times out of 10, she's not going to let you see the children, which was rightfully so. It's because you out here bringing your kids around another female, and you leaving your children, as mine's done with mine's, okay, with another woman. And one sec, go get your Cheerios. And what's that? Oh, that's moonflower. So what happened was it just turns out that people getting the shit twisted when it comes to black women, and she's standing up now. And because she's standing up and she's giving back all this negative energy, all the stereotypes and stuff, now it's, oh, you attacking black men or you trying to abort all black male children. No. Again, nobody said anything when the black manosphere was bragging about killing black female baby children. Okay, and they were really out there doing it. They were really out there doing it. There was videos after videos of black men following their babies' mothers, and they had daughters, and he got rid of her and the baby. And it was filmed. So the saddest thing about it is people, hey, give it here, don't put that in your mouth. The saddest thing is people fail to realize, and I'm talking about the men and the mammies. They fail to realize that this is a real thing is going on, and we can't make this stuff up, or you just don't want to hear it. You got women who are so bitter that they couldn't even at least be a single baby mama, and they sit there and they start dogging the women who did nothing to them. They're crying out, they're reaching out to the young, and they're trying to protect the girls. There's nothing wrong with protecting the girls. And then our sons are also being predatory. You know, being predatory. Well, they're being predatory against. You know what I'm saying? As they get older, what they're gonna do? They're gonna do what they know, right? So we have to protect our young children. You got some decent men that know this shit, and they calling this shit out. All right. You got videos of black men talking about why they don't like black women. You got this one dumbass dude. He's all over TikTok talking about he don't like black girls and they're the bottom of the barrel. And then he sat there and lied. He's darkening you and me put together, and he's talking about his mama Asian. You mean your stepmama?
Oh no.
So you have to look at, so we catching people off guard. Like I'm the type I'm not gonna make shit up. I'm gonna catch you off guard. I'm gonna catch you off like, oh, did you just say this? Look, it was a content creator named Elder Rasan Shakur. Okay. Elder Rasan Shakur would get on there and he used to talk about the right is right, wrong is wrong situation, right? And one day he was calling out Taz the GOAT. And he said, shout out to the GOAT. And he was talking about shout out to the GOAT when it came to Kevin Samuels. And he was calling Kevin Samuels Kitten Fruity, Kitty Samuels. He's calling him Kitty Samuels because he's trying to say Kitten Heels, right? And I've told you he's a fan of Cynthia G because he was following her hella much. Okay, he was picking up some of her shit like Dusty and all. Man, she made look. My grandmama called little kids Dusty back in 20, 30 years ago. She used to sit there and pick up her white little slipper, her little pink slippers, old ass slippers too. She had, and she would sit there and tell you to sit your dusty ass down, and she would sit there and go after your ass and whoop your ass. But in this case, I ain't heard that shit in years. When Cynthia G brought that up, I was cracking up. I remember when I was getting my ass, we was called some Dusty. It was made for the kids. It was just made for her own grandkids. Nobody else said Dusty. And now Cynthia G is a worldwide thing now that, you got black men, you ain't got no fucking money. You're simping for pennies. You want to get inside her resources. You've been a fucking simp. All you doing is going around here trying to pander and woo-hoo to a woman to get some panties, but you want more than just some panties from her. You want to know if she could take care of you, you freaking ass simp. And that's called a Dusty. That's a Dusty. That's a Dusty. So you looking for vulnerable women that can take care of you, you being a goddamn Dusty. You chopping it up what the woman can do for you to your male friends, and you hang out with your buddies all the time and she got to complain. I think you're most definitely you're a simp, and I think you're gay. So this shit here is like bigger than what you think, right? And then people starting to understand what simping really is. It's just poor pimping, as I was saying. So in this video, you're gonna see, if you fast forward past my daughter and my son-in-law situation, is because they were irrelevant. They had nothing to do with the goddamn topic. Like, he's not a black man that committed black femicide, or he's not abusing my daughter, or none of that shit. If anybody gonna abuse anything, if my daughter would have been really, if my daughter would have been on one, because she's very strong-minded like me. Not gonna tell her a goddamn thing unless she know from the point on to the point on. Okay, if anything, he probably calling me talking about, man, Man, my baby, she slapped me. What you do? I was out too long and she got pissed off. Well, shit, you can't do that. You're not in one relationship. You know what I'm saying? I would say some shit like that. I would say you're not in one relationship. You have a woman now. So your friends ain't first. Your woman's first. And I would tell him that. And I would say, no, go ahead and make up with your lady. You know what I'm saying? And I'll let you go. Hope everything works out for you. Because my daughter ain't gonna play no fucking games. So we can fast forward that part because it was, to me, the questions that these people were asking were helping to deflect away from what black men were doing to black women. And I mean black dudes. So we can go ahead and start back the video real quick. Hi, British, oh yeah, couch sitter. What's up? Miss Blue Love, thank you for coming. Miss Blue Love. These are the people that I'm supposed to have gave mod. Oh, I know what I needed to do. Okay, I'm gonna make you guys a mod. When I do get on the regular channel, I'm gonna mod you. Go ahead, Miss. You gotta start the video, but kind of fast forward past my daughter and son-in-law situation. Loves her for it. He loves decisions, and it's the final decision. And there, and it's fixed this. I told her to watch out for these predators.
To your daughter? If yes, what was the criteria?
Oh shoot. We talked actually, me and her fiance. What he asked me was, is it okay if I take her out? I was like, dude, you and her are wonderful together. I got to know y'all for a whole week. I think it's so cute, you know, and I just say you guys got my blessings. And that was 5 years ago. They're still together.
So you didn't vet him. You just had a conversation, which is fine.
Yeah, I didn't understand what a vetting is. Again, I don't know what a vetting is. I know good people when I see them, and I understand my daughter's position. She's a strong woman, so if some shit ain't right, she know what to do, and he knows she's not taking no shit from nobody. He knows this. He knows this. He knows every bit of it. That's the reason why he's with her. He don't want to be with nobody else. He loves who she is.
Oh,
you know?
okay. So let me put it to you this way. So vetting is essentially just checking. So you're just checking.
Oh yeah. Well, yes, it's checking them. Yeah, so I always checked on them. I always checked, especially him. He used to always ask to speak to me. So when she gonna for, hi mom, just checking on you, see how you doing.
No. No.
And then in the background, he would say, "Can I speak to my mom?" And I love when he get on the phone. Hi mom.
Oh no. Okay, I get that. But I meant checking as in vetting, as in like you're basically analyzing the person to make sure that they're suitable for XYZ. So you would have to sort of analyze the fiance to make sure he's a good guy. Did you ever analyze him? Did you ever analyze his income? Did you analyze where he comes from, like family, morals?
You know why? His family did it for him. You know, they listen, those families are hardworking families. They got their own land and all that shit. And he wants to invest his life with my daughter. And that was beautiful for us. As black women, we don't really get that. All right, we don't really get that. So
yeah, but wouldn't you have to check in, because he can have all of the, I guess, sound economic standing, like, you know, he comes from a good family, they build, but
that's not my son. That's not my son. My daughter.
No, but you have to make sure that she's getting married to
a good guy. So pause that, Mr. Uganda. I can't understand what you're saying. I mean, they're taking their time. So I think that's pretty good within itself. So pause it. So for him to be at that time, my daughter 18 and my daughter 19 at the time. My daughter 19, 20, 21, yep. So my daughter was 19 and he was 21. Okay. So check it out. Listen. That man already had money saved to buy a home. Okay, 21 years old. He's making his money. He already had money saved to buy a home. Now, how many black men you knew from Africa to America that had money saved by the age of 21 that buy a home? And we talking about we in California. He had enough money to buy a goddamn home. So that right there, you know, I could have debunked that with all the shit people were trying to say, and you know, Again, I think I did a goddamn good job with my own daughter. You know what I'm saying? She did something I didn't even do, and I had to learn the hard way. And my daughter learned by watching how I had to handle things. And she says, "Okay, I see what my mom's talking about. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing what my mama had to go through. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do something different." And then you will want your children to do that, right? So nah, her fiance got right now. They can buy a home right now. Right now, he wants a $500,000 home, and he got money to do that. He can do that shit. So he's straight. They're straight. They own land and shit. He got income. He makes money. So he's always been a part of. As a matter of fact, well, I don't want to get too deep into the business. I was getting ready to say, he has some. He knows my son's father personally, but he's man. Like I said, the stereotype about Mexicans. The only difference is, he's very American, and he wasn't settling for shit just because he's in America. He was born and raised in America, so he wasn't settling for shit. He was going after the big money and what makes good over more than 100,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? Or 120,000 a year or whatever. So he's that guy, and so that's what I'm talking about. Like, what brother do you know at the age of 21? See, we want to start doing that shit. Upon my observation, my son is next. We not doing all that motherfucker where he got to go find a job and he working at McDonald's or what you expect. We ain't doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Our sons got to be different. Our black sons got to be fucking different. They need to be making six figures, or they need to be building up wealth because they talking about a damn cashless society. We got to build up wealth for him to keep up the goddamn wealth, for him to own and protect. He could be owned, protected, or get colonized and conquered. We don't need no more conquer bucks crying about what the white man did. We don't got time for that no more. That shit is over. Like, we want to do something different with our sons. We don't want our sons to be like today's men. Today's men is over. You know what I'm saying? And the few men that are left, we got to protect their asses because that's not fair to him. He's a productive black man with one black woman with 4 children together. He ain't creeping around with no goddamn Becky and people hating on him. And you got simps calling him a simp. That's not simping. That's just you upset because he's a straight fucking man. That's it. That's it. When you hear if you hear men gossiping with other men calling a good man a simp, that 3 fingers are pointing at them gay ass motherfuckers. They're simps.
Wait, but who's an example of a good man that black men come after?
Okay, well, if my daughter was with the man she's with now, except he's not Mexican, he's a black man, who has the right? I'm most definitely going to protect him. Who has the right to sit there and talk bad about my son-in-law who kicks ass, who's doing a thing? He's straight and narrow. He ain't cheated on her, none of that shit. She ain't cheating on him. They both not tired of each other, and that's the problem. We over here looking for some drama behind the goddamn relationship instead of saying, let's keep this shit going. We finna pull for y'all. And y'all not from Hollywood? Oh yeah, we clapping for y'all asses. This is what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about what we not doing is, first of all, black women gotta stand back from black men. Remember, I told you we gotta start doing about face. He gotta get his priorities straight and see where he's fucking up at big time. Can't be about black women because she's the one looking for you to conquer and take over and build shit and come up with shit. You can't say you was a builder and you colonized shit, but then you a victim at the same goddamn time. You're not no kid.
Yeah, but doesn't the black man need the black woman? Yeah, it
sounds no, we don't. He needs himself. That's the problem.
He needs the woman. He needs the woman.
Black men don't need no black woman right now. He needs himself. He needs himself. He needs to sit there and look at and prioritize what he want to do. You think my son's I can use my daughter's boyfriend as fiance for an example. You think he decided to say, I need a woman? Nah, he got his shit together. And at the age of 21, he said, I got all this money. I can buy me a house if I want to. And I want to find me a beautiful wife. That's what he did. He got his shit together. He wasn't looking for no damn woman broke. He wasn't looking for no damn woman first. He wasn't looking for no damn woman to soil his royal oats. He was looking to get his shit together. He wanted his family to be proud of him. He had money, a bank account, all these other good shit. And then all of a sudden, when he seen my daughter, he said, "Bitch, she's beautiful. I wonder if she's taken." You know, he was a man about his. You understand what I'm saying? So if a black man can do the same shit, not saying that they haven't been done before, there was black men who did that shit before. There was some black men who really did that shit. Nobody talking about them black men. They was working. They was saving money. They had their shit together. And when they had their shit together, they was like, now I want me a wife. And that's the ones who came from a decent talking to, who was raised correctly, who had it right, whether he was with a single mother or a single father or both parents or a single mom who had her daddy, who had, you know what I'm saying?
Wait,
I gotta put out the little cousin right now. He didn't have his daddy at all. Daddy was dusty as a motherfucker. Single mom, my cousin, my female cousin, his mother, but guess who refused to allow her to raise him by himself? Her father. Her father moved in with her and made sure everything was taken care of, including the bills. And he's always been about being productive and getting his shit and keeping shit together, keeping shit in order, and teaching him how to iron your clothes right and have your shit ready the night before and get your ass in the shower and shave and all this other stuff. He did that with
okay,
her. So she didn't have to do shit but rest on her femininity.
okay.
Okay. He loved being a grandfather father figure. So this type of stuff is cool. Now again, okay, son, go sit down. Again, we do have a situation where black women have to harden their hearts and have thick skin to raise their sons. And it's gonna and I've seen that. Told you I got 5 in my family. I got one who's seen the abuse going on, and their father was beating up on their big sister and shit like that. And he could have went to jail. He did go to jail. He almost put her shoulders out of goddamn socket and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Being abusive, and then you hit their mom. Their mothers were acting like a fucking mammy, like blaming the little girl for her husband abusing her because that's what mammy's doing. That's a sickness in that woman because of the worship of the man. Instead of him learning how to take care of his own goddamn self, you know what I'm saying? You can't talk to your daughter. At least let your wife chastise the little girl, and you don't have to say nothing. Just talk to her. You know what I'm saying? She done kicked our son in the chin by accident, but he ain't gonna look at it by accident. The fact that you done made my son cry, so I'm gonna whoop your ass. It's like no, no. And as they're grown now, these men are grown now, and it's like I don't remember him.
Okay, but I have a question.
Yeah.
Because earlier you said that it was commendable that your son-in-law or your soon-to-be son-in-law got his money up and then requested to marry your daughter. But I was just listening to there was a guy on YouTube, like he's a black man, and this is the advice he'd given, right? He wrote it's on a community post. He said, if you wait till things are perfectly the way you planned, you'll be waiting forever. Instead, live and do what you can do when you can. You may be waiting till your money is right before you can get a wife. Whichever comes first,
Well,
get
see, he done lowered his standards. That's
wait,
his problem.
wait. He said,
You
get
understand
whichever
what I'm saying? You got some black men who don't believe in what he's talking about. Listen, I'm grown up to be a man. My mom said you finna be a man now. You better go make shit happen. Don't sit there and bring no pregnant woman home with no belly. You ain't got nothing to provide. I used to hear that shit coming up when we were young. We used to see some in the black movies and stuff. That means he understood what he needed to do. If he couldn't make no money working, he went to go join the goddamn army because he wanted to come back and marry a little Dolores. You know what I'm saying? He was in love with Dolores, but he couldn't come near in her face and run her family embarrassing and broke. But see, you got things that are going on now. Ain't no waiting until black men get it together. You either gonna get it together or you're not. That's why it's not about you hurrying up and thinking sexually about who you gonna bone and who you gonna lay with. No, get your shit together. No, play chess. Know what you need to do. And be prepared before you even think you can talk to a woman. Be prepared. There's some black men that will tell you right now, hey, I got my shit together, got my own place and everything. Guess what? I want to share this with somebody temporarily. I want to be with the woman that she got her own place. Hey, one of these days we gonna talk about who house we moving in. But they both got their shit together. He been had it together. He found the woman who got it together, and that turns him on. I've heard a freaking man. He was from Kenya. He said he didn't want a woman who owned the house. And I'm looking at this like, ain't that about a bitch? This dude said he don't want her to have shit when he gets with her. And he don't barely have anything. Mind you, there was a white woman who's gonna have his second child, a black African man's second child. She's asking him, like she's capping on him right in front of the family. The family is hella disappointed she's having babies by him. And she says to him, so you have no kingdom, you have nothing to show for. What do you have to offer this family? And he says, me, I just have me. What kind of shit is that? So that's the problem. The standards black men set for themselves, not what black women set for black men. The black men that they're setting for themselves are so freaking low that black women.
Who raised these men?
No, who's not raising these men? Quit putting it on a woman. Listen, I'm telling you right now, if we keep having these deadbeat ass daddies bouncing after he has sat there and put a baby in her, he sat there, watered her seed in her womb, and decided to go ahead and she's gonna have this baby, but you don't want to be tied down. You can't be held down. And then y'all go ahead and y'all fight for that shit.
Why are they picking bad men? Like there are some women who don't.
No, there's a whole bunch of educated lames that are bad men. And they're the main ones being put on YouTube channels. Doctors, lawyers, judge. And they were deleting black women. We had a black judge, a black woman judge, who was to leave her husband, who was a lawyer. And guess what? Before she can walk out the house, he put 2 to the dome. She got tired of the abuse. Her kids told her to pack up and leave. Her son was finna pick her up at the airport. She didn't even make it out the door. And he was the educated lane.
Yeah, but
so we're not going to talk about
there must be some way that you can check the men you're with. I get that it seems like anyone of any experience and caliber can hurt black women, but there has to be other metrics you use to check your men. It can't purely be.
Can, but that's first of all, it's not your man. If I talk to a guy and the guy thinks I'm fine or he wants to talk to me, first of all, he's not my man. I'm not going to claim that man before I even know him. And secondly, I'm learning now, sit down and look for red flags when he talks. Let him talk and look for some red flags. Because there's some shit that simps say that make you say, oh yeah, I ain't doing that shit no more. There's some shit that what guys will say, nope, if you've been in jail and it ain't about no protest while you was in jail, if you couldn't tell me you was in jail because I was protesting for George Floyd or Breonna Taylor and I was all in their face because I'm sick of them doing that to my people and I got arrested for that shit, that's totally different from I was in jail for my baby mama. Now you did some shit to her. I don't want you doing what you did to her to me. Because one thing we learned that if you have broken up in a relationship with a black woman and she got children by you, or an Asian woman or a white woman and she got children by you, and that woman get with you, it don't even matter how different the woman look or how her attitude is and how different she is, how sweet she is or whatever, she gonna get the same treatment because he don't know how to.
How do you know?
It's the same repeated shit. It's the same repeated shit. My son's father ain't happy. He ain't with that Asian woman now. I mean, he's from woman from remote. Look, it don't matter how many. It's ongoing. It's a whole bunch of our brothers that's doing that same shit. He ain't taking care of his shit. That's why I'm saying black men have to turn and look at himself in the mirror. Man in the mirror. What did Michael Jackson say? Make a change for once in your life. Go make that change because you're fucking up with the same shit you're doing. And you thinking getting with this woman is better than that last woman. I've heard all the bullshit. Oh, white women are more submissive. No, the fuck they not. They will call you a nigger in a minute. They will sit there and slap you just like that white woman did at that airport. And I was looking at y'all like, that's not a simp. That man trying to stop him from going to jail. But y'all saying he protected that woman. No, he trying to stop him. See, in America, we see this shit totally different.
Wait. Are you talking about that video? Are you talking about the video I showed in my live stream?
Right. If a white woman slapped this black man across the face, see, y'all looking at another black man intervening and trying to stop that brother before, because this dude apparently
No, he
this
was
dude this dude is
that,
the simp is the one that want to hit the woman. I'm letting you know
no
that right now.
that black man who got involved with the simp.
The black man who got involved, based on my eyes and what we see in America, you may not understand this, but he was trying to stop that nigga from going to jail.
No,
No.
he
He pushing her. He pushing her back. No, but you laughing right now because if he touched her, he going to jail too. She gonna say he harassed her too. So he had the right way of trying to de-escalate the situation by pushing him back. But because he too busy want to go after this white bitch, he pushing him against the white woman. And let me tell you something else that I thought was wrong. If she said don't touch me, why you walking up on her? See, this is a lot of shit that I'm looking at. Like, if you're not walking, like if she's following you, then I can see that. He was walking up on her. He's putting his chest all up on her, and she talking mess, and she talking mess, and she talking mess. But he walking up on her. If you look at that damn video, he had no business doing that. He he wanted to hit that woman anyway because he a bitch. He was already a bitch. He was already a bitch. He wanted to hit that woman anyway. So you can't fool us with that bullshit. If we saw this shit in America, we're like, this nigga stupid as fuck. Now you should have let her follow you. You should be like, go on with that bullshit and walk away like, you little white pasty bitch, and walk away. You could have walked away from that shit. He didn't. He kept walking up on her to get confrontation. That's bitch shit. That's not a man. That's not what men supposed to fucking do. And then a black man intervening and pushing that man back and trying to hold him and say, man, talk to me, talk to me. He's gonna be like, no. And he kind of hit that dude to hit her because she walled off and slapped him. Dude, the other dude that saw that shit said, I want you to hit me. Not for that bitch. The fact that you said that goddamn fool and you ain't calming down. We trying to save your ass from going to jail, black man. We trying to save you from going to jail. You at a fucking airport. You on camera. We trying to save you from going to jail. Let her get in trouble. Let her get in trouble for harassing you. Let her get in trouble. Nah, that ain't what the hell happened. What he did was he just want all the goddamn attention. So he turned into a little bitty fat bitch. And he started chasing the He sit there walk up on another dude who try to stop you from going to jail, nigga. You dumb. And the biggest simps are the ones that want to hit women. That's
Tanjon.
No feelings is hurt.
You're gonna share the video. You're gonna share
share the damn video because I'm gonna point this out to you because I saw the whole thing again. I saw the whole thing and I was like, oh shit, what the fuck y'all was talking about? This nigga who wanted to hit this ugly ass white woman is really a simp because he could have just walked away. He didn't. He walked up on her. She said, don't touch me, don't touch me. He said, I ain't touching you. He said, you stay away from me, but you walking. That's some shit I dealt with in domestic violence. When I said, I'm not trying to fight you, I ain't trying to fight you either, but you walking up on me. I'm not even walking up on you, dude. I don't even want to fight the man I'm supposed to be sleeping with. So why the fuck you walking up on me and trying to corner me against the fucking wall? That's a bitch shit. What that man did at the airport was bitch shit. Now, of course, she her ass whooped, but a woman should have did that shit, or the camera should have did it. Because guess what? I've been like, oh yeah. If I was a man, I'd be like, oh yeah. This white woman harassed me. She a racist ass woman. She put her hands on me. She hit me, and I did nothing to her. And black men were like, yeah, I'm a witness because I had to pull them back and try to protect them. But she sat there, hit me to hit him. That shit all that shit could have been solved had he just let the man push him back and he just talked about it like, man, you see what he tried to do? You see what she did? All right, I got you.
And you have no energy for the woman. The woman was the
No, it's not that I don't have any energy for the woman, Mr. Connor. It's the fact that the black man, jail, black man, harassment, femicide, hating women, that shit, if you want to kill stereotype, he had to protect the black man, try to protect him from himself. So what he's trying to do, he's trying to de-escalate the situation and not seen that. And y'all call that man that's trying to protect this man from going to jail a simp. And I'm like, that's not fucking, first of all, that's not even a definition what a simp is.
That's a simp.
You know what I'm saying? You could say he was being a captain, trying to save this bitch that want to hit that woman. That old ugly ass white woman. Dude, she was out of line, but now he out of line. Now he really going belligerent and crazy and acting stupid because a white woman. And you could tell just by the attitude, they probably was messing with each other at one point.
What?
And she do, and she got tired because how is it that she could call him all kinds of bitches? How is it that she could call him all kinds of bitches and
She's
black
crazy.
bitches?
Tangent,
Always the ones that he's sleeping with. It's always the ones that niggas sleep with. It
Tangent.
ain't never listen. If she doesn't
Tangent.
listen, I've seen incidents where if a white woman didn't know that black man, she's not finna come in his face and do shit. She finna get somebody else and make up some shit. And I remember seeing that shit. I remember this happened right in Santa Clara County when I was at Whole Foods. I will never forget that. Black man was minding his own fucking business. Young guy. He was a young guy. He wasn't no old ass beer belly man. He was just minding his own fucking business. Because I ran into him. He was getting some shit. He was like, man, I gotta go. I gotta get stuff for my kid because my kid don't feel well. He asked me what kind of medicine to give my son, his daughter, because she's sick. So I told him I let him see Delsum, and I also let him see another type of medication. I asked for her age appropriate medication. It was organic. He said, yeah, because I don't trust all this shit that they be trying to put in. I was just thinking to try this organic shit for my daughter. And he was trying to hurry up and get on out. This woman sat there and claimed that he harassed her, followed her, and got the police. I was like, yeah, I want that bitch to bring, I want that white pasty ass bitch to sit there and bring the police and see what happened. Because Whole Foods sat there and got him. I was getting in my car and all of a sudden, you see people coming out. He get mad. He being pissed off. I said, what happened? I had to take my son out the car. I wanted to know what was going on. And sure enough, she over here, she back there saying shit, right? I said, oh no, I don't like liars. I was like, oh no, that's not what the fuck happened. Let me tell you what happened. He was walking with me. We don't even know who she is.
Tanjon. The fact is in the video, Tanjon. The woman.
Yeah, hit the video. Because that's all
Wait, share the screen. It's waiting.
The screen. Okay.
And I'm gonna mute myself, so just someone you wanna pause.
Now watch how this dude walk up on her. He could have just turned around and walked the other way and let her just walk. Because you could tell they both was fucking with each other. And she just didn't want to be with him no more.
Don't touch me ever in your life. You touch me first, and then you got in my face. Don't ever invade my personal space. Out of my face! No, I'm not.
Yeah, they was together.
I'm here. I'm here. You're touching me again. You're touching me again.
You see how he walking up on her though? He could have walked the other way.
But you in my personal space. You're in my personal space. You're in my personal space.
You see how you walking on her talking about you in my personal space? See, he's trying to protect them from going to jail.
I'm telling you, she can't put her hands on me.
Okay, stop it! Hey!
Don't you ever put your hands on me. No, get everybody back off from me.
So, Mr. Uganda, pause that.
Yeah, so you saw it, Tanjon. This
woman.
I
saw it a whole bunch of times. We all agree. In America, we agree that he should have walked away. They was fucking with each other.
Tanjon. I found this from an American YouTuber. Her name's called Pink Book.
I know. I get it. Because they all talking English in there. I get it. But what y'all saw was he had every right to put hands on her. And what we're telling you is over here, he should have walked away and caught her ass on camera and had her ass in court and sued her ass for harassment.
Tanjon. There were a lot. Tanjon, have you seen Pink Book's comments? There were hundreds of men who saw his side. Even the Pink Book herself called this woman a basset hound. This woman was crazy.
That's fine, but they were fucking with each other. That's why she can say the shit she says. Hey, Mr. Uganda, only somebody who sleeps with a white woman she get a chance to say that shit because she thinks she knows him. She can do whatever the fuck she wants. She done slept with his ass. She done with him, and he upset. He mad. That's why he can do what he do. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we not stupid. We know exactly what the hell that is. We know exactly what the hell that is. This nigga was fucking with this woman.
No,
and
she was
maybe
crazy.
She didn't have no. No, she wasn't no crazy woman. Stop it. We're done with that shit. We're actually done with that. Oh, she was crazy. Nah, they know each other.
She was on Tanjon. She was on the airplane.
Of course.
Stalking
And it could have been she was following him, and it could have been she was getting on the airport to leave and he was following her. But what I'm saying is,
Oh my
they both, listen, they both were in a relationship, because how else would he understands he know her good enough to walk up on her like that and keep on saying you invade my personal space? Because they did that shit before behind closed doors. And I'm just trying to tell you, we're not stupid. We know what the fuck this means. Come on, man. We know the whole thing now. Okay. I've seen
No,
enough goddamn videos to determine.
This is
Mm-mm.
projection.
We've seen enough
No,
videos to determine who's with who and who's not with who. You know what I'm saying? If he never knew who this woman was, if he didn't know who this woman was, he would have gotten security. He would have sat there and said, "Hey, security, can you guys
No,
get this woman?
Tanjon, this
I don't know
woman
who
was
she is, and she's harassing me."
Tanjon, this woman was a howling hyena.
It
She
don't
was
matter. It was his lady. He should have fucked with her. He should have
no,
chose
yes,
better.
no,
He should have
Tanjon,
chose better.
Tanjon,
That's
he
what's
did not.
wrong with these. That's what's wrong with these niggas. They think that
No,
all these other race of women is better. But listen, because you gotta look, because there's plenty of videos like this. And you look at the ones where the relationship kind of broke it off. Cynthia G's very good at those videos. You can tell a lot of this shit happens when a black man is broken up. He got break. The white woman already break up with the black man. The shit goes viral, and he feels some kind of way. But let me tell you something. He feels some kind of way. But let me tell you what's going on. The bullshit that happened. What about the Asian woman? People thought people in in your channel, those some folks in your channel, folks thought that Asian woman wasn't messing with that black man. Baby, he got a baby buyer. What the fuck? He was over here the following day was filming about, can I come see my son? It wasn't about your son. The other day, it was about this, you crazy bitch, you crazy. And I was like, yeah, the Asian woman crazy, the Asian woman crazy. But then you come back the following fucking day talking about, can I see my son? Can I see my son? What other nigga in that house? You see what I'm saying? So it's like, nigga, this nigga is emotional because he been with this bitch. This bitch had what she had out of him. He ain't forking out no fucking money. So she done with the goddamn relationship. She left. She's on the airport. She about to go back to Puerto Rico. This nigga following her.
Puerto Rico.
Okay. This motherfucker following her. And I'm drilling this motherfucker. He's following her. And she knows what to call him. She knows what to say because she knows him personally. Ain't no damn woman gonna sit there and say that and don't know that person at all.
Yes, Tanjon, this happens all over YouTube, Tanjon.
Well, yeah, but they know each other. See, if they're being exposed, they been fucking with them. That's what we're trying to tell you.
Okay,
the
Tanjon.
woman the shit that happened in Whole Foods with the young black man and that old ass ugly ass white woman who tried to lie and get him arrested and said he was stealing some goddamn shit and following her was busted because I was there. Nigga, I was there. She wasn't walking up on him, calling him no damn bitch and all the stuff. She was sitting up there like, no, this guy, and Whole Foods was already ready to call 911. He said, I'm standing right here. He said, you got my back, right, sis? I said, yeah, I got your back because no, you're a fucking liar, lady. You're a fucking liar. She won't come up on me and put her hands on me. But the ones that do the fighting are the ones that was doing the fucking. And I don't care what you think it is. They were inside, behind closed doors. Shit wasn't working out behind closed doors.
Tanjon, listen to me, okay? You giving your take on it, I'll give mine. Okay. We had a crazy howling hyena. She was escorted off the plane. She jumped to queue. She was jumping and hollering. There was a separate eyewitness on a separate video who said that he heard and saw this woman hit him and scream at him before it even got to this stage. This woman was a complete liability, Tanjon. And the thing is,
and so was he, because he ain't had no business walking up on her. Go ahead.
Tanjon, listen though. You have to understand that there's steps to her. No, Tanjon, he wasn't fucking her. And that's conjecture. And
what I'm saying is, Miss Uganda, if he threw her off the plane, which I remember they did throw her off the plane, he had to get off the plane too, though.
Tanjon, this woman was allowed to attack this man multiple times, call him out of his name multiple times. Everyone just stood and watched. But the minute he charged at her, all of a sudden everyone's jumping as if there's a bomb on the plane.
Listen, I get that part, but you know what part you're missing? You're missing a part where the black man was trying to prevent this man from going to jail. That's all. I'm sorry.
No, he was being a simp. He was being a simp.
No, he was not. That's not simping. That's not a simp.
Yeah, he was trying to keep her abroad that he shouldn't have been.
That's not a simp, man. That's not simping at all. That's the wrong definition. But no, listen.
Tanjon, he was trying to keep a hollering hyena who had no business.
That's fine, but guess what? Guess what? He knew how to call security.
He should have left her to meet her fate in the airport with whatever the security wanted her to go through. Whatever.
I would never pay for her ticket. I'm just saying, all this shit that's happening, they could have been on the plane together and they both got kicked out. But people want to say she got kicked out. It got to be bigger than that.
Now we know why. And now we know why she got kicked out. She was crazy.
But they both was arguing. They both was fucking arguing. That's the thing. And then I guess he pissed off because after they was arguing, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm trying to go and you ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? You acted a goddamn fool. I'm sick of arguing with your ass. And she talking about, well, motherfucker, it's over. And I'm like, y'all gonna have to get off. Y'all gonna have to get off. And that's the reason why they didn't get involved. Because guess what? That's a relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's a relationship that went wrong. I'm trying to tell you, man. And then the dude that stopped them, y'all calling this dude a simp. This dude trying to stop this black man from going to jail.
If this was true, Tanjon. You know it's not true. You know why?
Nah. In America, if he would have put his hands on her, you know he going to jail.
Tanjon, this is America thing. Tanjon, there are hundreds of Americans who saw the situation the same way I did. How can this just be? Oh, it was just a relationship. Leave it alone.
It was a relationship that went wrong.
Then why?
That's what they do.
Tanjon, this is about gender. So her being a woman being used as a deflection. Why is it's just a relationship when she's attacking him and she's attacking him physically and verbally? But the minute he does the same thing back to her, it's not a relationship thing anymore.
No. It still be. My problem is that we're talking about fuck what's going on, what she was doing. My fuck part, the part that I'm talking about is the nigga try to protect him from going to jail. He understood. He knew what the fuck was happening.
Tanjon, then where was he?
The black man code. See, when black man code goes wrong. When black man code, listen, this nigga too busy want to hit this white woman instead of just saying, you right, brother. And the black nigga say, listen. She put hands on you, motherfucker. That's a lawsuit. I'm a witness. I got you. He didn't even want to hear that shit. He didn't want to hear that shit. Cause you got a bunch of men who don't even like women anyway. But you know, he had to. He was trying to help this nigga. This nigga don't want to go help. No damn help. He wanted Becky Maria to help him. So she did. She slapped him.
What are you talking about, Tanjon? You're capping so much.
I am capping.
That man
he should have walked his big fat ass away, stupid. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? How many think that he should have just walked away when she was acting a goddamn fool, and the other brother who was trying to talk him and push him away and hold on to him, you know what I'm saying, was doing that to stop him from going to jail.
Too late. Where was he when she was in his face? When she was attacking him physically?
He came in, man. He jumped in before the woman slapped him.
It was not the same.
You know he jumped in before that happened, though, right?
That was not.
He jumped in.
It wasn't the same person. The one who intercepted him before he charged her. That was a man who was nearly bald and just like he wasn't wearing the same stuff. I'll go back. Let's watch it together.
Yeah, because he tried to protect this dude, and this dude just didn't want no damn protection. Go ahead.
Get out of my bag! No, I'm not. You fucking faggot! I'm here. You fucking I'm here.
Like a monkey. You like that shit.
You're touching me again. You're touching me again. It's all over.
Oh, she said it's all over. Pause it.
In my personal space.
Pause it.
Stay out of my personal
Pause
space.
it.
You step out of my face.
Pause it. You heard what the hell she just said? Rewind that shit back when she said it's all over. Nigga, I told you they was fucking each other.
You're in my personal space. You're in my personal space. Stay out of my personal space.
Oh, you gotta rewind it some more. You said it to his face, it's all over.
And I'm telling you, don't touch me. surely is. It surely, but you in my personal space. You're in my personal space.
Oh, you didn't
You're
remind
in
us,
my
Father.
personal space.
Remind us some more. You
Stay
didn't
out of
remind
my
us some
personal
more.
space.
The part where he walks up on her.
You're touching me again. You're touching me again. You're touching me again.
You see? He says all over. Dude,
Tanjon, you're gonna
they
see
was
what you want to see. Tanjon, you completely dismiss all of the other context.
no, I'm just saying she said it's all over, so they both was together. That's why it's so easy for them to do what they fucking do together. Listen. This was like the toxic relationship right there that just went bad. But go ahead, continue to play.
You're in my personal space. You're in my personal space. Stay out of my personal space. She's touching me. She's touching me. And I'm telling you, she can't put her hands on me.
He trying to protect her. See, he trying to stop him because she wrong.
Let me
She wrong. He trying to stop him, but she wrong. She wrong for that. But he trying to stop him. But man, I'm telling you, it don't matter. It's still wrong.
Tanjon, this woman called him the N-word just before.
It don't matter. It don't matter. And he's still a fucking man. He's still a fucking man.
Oh
All
my
he did,
Tanjon. Do you see this man who stopped him isn't even the same man who was.
It don't matter. He was just he because he ain't gonna put he ain't gonna put it. Listen, Miss Uganda. What it look like? What does it look like for this man in white shorts to touch this woman to try to protect her from what? For what? So now you can sit there and consider that being a simp if you want to call it that. I call it Captain Save-A-Ho. But what he try to do is protect this black man from going to jail. That's a man. He could put her lights out. He could erase her life. He could take her away from her family for the rest of his life if he touched her. So what I'm saying to you is he's trying to prevent him from all that shit from happening. Now, for her walking up on her ex-boyfriend that she said was over and slapping him across his face, she was wrong for that. But
Tanjon, he's the staff. Like he was the one who escorted her.
I don't know why y'all want him to be a fucking victim. Dude was a man. He's man enough to put his pants on. He's man enough to go fuck. He's man enough to get his ass and walk away and say, you know what, y'all see this, right? It's on camera. I'm gonna film this shit right now. Look at this. Look at it. I'm a hyena. Look at you. You ain't nothing but a rag muffin. Look at you. Look at your raggedy ass. Look at you. You yelling and cussing me. Y'all calling me names. Look at I'm being harassed, y'all. And just walk the fuck on out as a man supposed to. You ain't gotta hit the one man. You ain't gotta do nothing.
Tanjon, I don't know. It's Tanjon. You always tell men how they're supposed to be, but you're not.
Because I've seen men. I've seen men be men.
No, but Tanjon, this is the thing. It's like, how much can you take, and how much do you think a woman is allowed to do?
Listen,
we're having a real conversation, Tanjon. We're having a real conversation.
But check this out, though. Here's my thing.
For a woman to be up in a man's face screaming.
Yeah, but y'all. So here's the two things I have a problem with. The two things I have a problem with.
No, Tanjon, you can't. Tanjon. I get he acted out of his remit. Absolutely.
Right. But another thing. You see this woman, she wrong. Clearly she wrong, right? Clearly she wrong.
On where he is now, but she took him there.
But no, Miss Uganda. Clearly she's wrong, right? We can't agree upon that.
Entitled. She's flexing her privilege.
No, okay, right, okay. Now let's stop right there. You said privilege. All right, now you said privilege. Now, listen, Mr. Uganda. Clearly, she is wrong. We both can agree on that, right? Now, the problem I have is too many of them pasty faced bitches doing shit like this to anybody, whether they're a man or a woman, but they're black. Now, my problem I have with y'all is y'all put black women face on white women and say we do this shit, and a lot of us do not. You understand what I'm saying? It's the opposite when it comes to black women. So what I'm telling you is you're going to see only 10% of it being black women who do some shit like that. And it's because she was with him. That's her baby daddy. The shit ain't right. You stole from me. Bitch, you got the other bitch. Keep that fucking bitch away from my baby. That shit would happen. You know what I'm saying? But it's always because he did some shit. It's always because he just probably wasn't taking care of her the way she wanted to be taken care of. You know what I'm saying? He
What?
turned out to be a fucking dusty and
Wait,
she,
this
you
thing
know,
is
now all of
always
a sudden since he ain't got no money for her,
what about
listen,
the woman?
since he ain't got no, but look, in his defense, since he ain't got no money for her, he don't want to take care of her no more because all she doing is taking it, and they ain't reciprocating. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, he is hyena and nigga and all this other shit. But it still results in him, nigga, you gonna go to jail for putting your hands on a fucking white woman. It don't matter. Turn the fuck around and go somewhere else with this shit. Film this shit. Sue this woman. You know where she lives. Sue this woman. Everybody seen this shit on camera. And they saw that you was more of a man when you sat there and walked away. And you saw what she just did. Y'all not gonna stop her. Okay, I got your number, your number, your number. I'm suing the airlines. I'm
I
suing
don't
the
agree with your
airlines.
assessment. I don't agree with your assessment. So
No,
you're
I'm
saying
suing
that
the airlines. Because no black men go out here. We know black
but
men out here. And see when he gets drilled by security and all the shit because he has sit there allow a woman to turn him into a bitch. Then all of a sudden they want us to go out and protest and say, you know, freedom, justice for Tyrone, justice for Tyrone. It's like, nah, fuck that, dude. You allow yourself to get caught up with this bitch. You should have just walked away. You knew this shit was wrong. You knew she had a lot ass mouth. You knew about her longer than we did. You should have walked away from this situation. You understood she was out of line. You understood she was out of pocket. As a man, walk the fuck away. Walk the fuck away. We know hyenas like her, but you can't be what she is acting like. Walk away. Why would you put yourself in situations? Because his feelings is hurt. He feels something type of way for her. Only a man who think he with a woman would do some shit like that. If he was never with her and he didn't know her from Adams, he's going to go and sue this woman. I don't know who she is. For all I know, she got millions of dollars. I'm suing this bitch. And I'm suing every airline who didn't step in and intervene to protect me from this wild ass white hyena. The stringy head, light looking white hyena. I'm definitely suing everybody. I guarantee you they ass will get up and protect her. But because they know each other for some kind of wear, they felt like they weren't gonna step in.
Let's just leave that
It's still wrong.
It's just conjecture. Tangent. Okay, we're gonna play the rest of the video. They're not together. I don't know why you keep
anymore. But go ahead.
Okay, stop it! Hey, hey!
I'm gonna fight like a little bitch. I'm suing everybody.
No, watch out, man. You gonna fight that woman, bro. You got the wrong person. Don't fight that woman, bro.
Oh, he yelled at his wife.
Hey, relax, relax. Relax, 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 relax.
I fight whoever. I fight whoever.
Take a deep breath.
Put your hands on me. I fight whoever. Put your hands. I fight whoever.
See, he was with him at first.
Just relax. Deep breath.
Knock me
It's
out.
okay.
How does calling him a bitch ass do anything? This man wasn't operating as the man who was intervening before did. This one had his ego in the situation where he stood up for this white woman.
I don't know what you didn't see. He didn't stand up for the white woman. He was over here yelling and talking and shit. But then this dude sat there and said, "I'll fight any goddamn body." So now black man said, "Oh shit, I was finna be on your side, but fuck you then. Fight me then. Ain't got nothing to do with that white woman. Ain't got nothing to do with that white woman." You understand? Black men is quick to react on some shit, even if it got nothing to do with a woman. And sometimes if you hear some shit like this dude, he's so fucking emotional like a little bitch that when he starts talking about, "I'll fight anybody, I don't give a fuck who it is." Black men say, "Oh shit, ding 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 ding, well fight me then, motherfucker."
I don't know what to say about this anymore. Like
I see shit like this all the goddamn time. Not in no damn airport. I just see how
these people in the periphery, Tangent, they can watch the whole situation.
He said, "Man, Winston Bartholomew said, Bantus behaving."
No. They only step in when it got deep with him retaliating. All of them were in the vicinity when he was going off on him and vice versa. But now that he fought back, everyone wants to jump in and then put him up to the
he fought back on the woman. He didn't. Listen,
Tanjon,
he
Tanjon.
could assess the
What?
situation, man.
Why,
It's
Tanjon?
a
Why
fucking
is
white woman on top of that. That's a
Tanjon?
death sentence right there.
Tanjon, his measure as a man was only being celebrated when he was taking abuse. He wasn't even
He didn't have to take the abuse. I would
no,
have taken that bitch wallet. Simple as
yeah,
that. If I was a
no,
man, that was it.
but
I
Tanjon,
don't know this
even
woman from
then,
Adams.
no one told him to walk away. Did you see anyone in that
You
clip?
know, nobody had to tell it. That's the problem, Mr. You got. That's a grown ass man. Nobody had to spoon feed this motherfucker. He should have just learned how to do that shit.
Okay, but then let him hit her then. So why did they
No,
not let him
no.
hit
He should learn how to walk away. Because guess
Oh,
what? If
but
you
but
let
now
him
but
hit
now he
her,
has
then
now
now
he has to be
everybody
spoon-fed.
listen.
But
If
now
they
he has
let
to be spoon-fed.
no,
Now
then
he
he
has
gonna be locked up and go to jail. Now he going to jail. Now he going to jail. And ain't nobody
this is
finna protest for that shit. Ain't
this
nobody
is a
protesting him to get out.
ridiculous this is
Ain't nobody finna send this
ridiculous
dusty ass
outrage.
nigga no money.
Tanjon, you're projecting onto this situation. You can clearly
I'm
see
saying
it.
no. I'm telling.
This
Well,
is
listen.
projection through and
I
through,
wish
Tanjon.
somebody else could get up on this StreamYard and explain to you what the issue we have in America when it comes to being black men. This nigga clearly don't realize the slave trade and the shit and people need black niggas in prisons to do shit. You put hands on a white woman, that's it. If a black man trying to pull you to the side, quit pushing against him to get to that bitch that you was fucking. Go over there. Go walk over there. And
Well,
walk with like you right.
They're
Let
too
her
late
run up on
though.
you, and guess what?
They're too late though. They're too late though.
No,
They all
no,
allowed it to happen. They all allowed it to escalate.
he should have stopped, but he shouldn't have walked up on her. Soon as she called him all kind of names, I would have called her names back and walked away and said, "Yeah, you're another one." All that shit would have been. He could have prevented the shit. That's what I'm saying. If he's supposed to be a mature black man, he could have prevented that shit. He could have turned around like, "Oh, you're another one, you stringy head, lice carrying bitch," and walked away. You know what I'm saying? And nobody would have to say nothing. But he kept on saying, "You in my space," but he walking on her. She backing up as he walking up on her, and she calling him all kind of names. And yes, it gotten bigger. It got more. It gotten so bad. And he could have put the fuel out the fire by saying, "Bye." You know what I'm saying? I'm done with you too, bitch. It's over. Bye. Can someone get her? Can some? Because look, an average brother would sit there and said that. Can somebody get this wild ass bitch, man? Can someone get this woman? Hey, can y'all get her? You see, she trying to put her hands on me. I'm suing everybody. Whoever don't get in, I'm suing. And I guarantee you, it would have been a whole different scenario because this man right here probably would have saw that shit like, yeah, no, you putting your but hey, you gonna hit me too, miss? You gonna hit me too, miss? You see he walking away. You see he walking away. Okay, well, I want money too. I'm suing. I'm suing the airport.
Tanjon, all these people were watching it. They only
it don't matter. It don't matter.
Tanjon, the fact that you're saying it doesn't matter means that your points are mute. Everything that you're saying that the other men would do is mute. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They would only they only stepped in when he retaliated, not to de-escalate, and that's the problem. It's about how people just see him as more of a threat. Even though she's actually the one who hit him multiple times first, he's perceived as the threat. And I guess it's all about how he's perceived as a black man in America. But Tanjon, it's even deeper because even you're holding him to this unfair standard. They should have been cut through that situation. The minute they saw
but listen. They understand what the white supremacy tactics. They're looking for a nigga to do some shit like that because they need jail baits. And he should have known that. He a grown ass, old ass man. He should have known that. He knows that there's no fairness in America when it comes to, dealing with white women situations versus a black man. And the fact that he decided to sit there and dance with her, he lost in the situation regardless. It has nothing to do with the man stepping in or none of that shit. He should have just been the first man to embarrass her ass by saying she could have sat there and tried to run up on him and she just fell flat on her ass. But you know what? He could have been more mature enough to sit there and tell the people in the airlines department, y'all security, y'all see this woman following me. And I'm telling her to get away from my space. You see me walking away and she keep following me. Understand this. I'm done with her. Can y'all please come and get her? And they should have stepped in and intervened. And there you go. He has a case now. He has a lawsuit because airlines is allowing this shit to happen, and that's illegal. They're supposed to keep the situation safe. We're still dealing with a pandemic. All this shit. He would have had so much on his side had he not became a bitch and reacted like a little bitch. He should have just sat there and just said, he should have just walked away and said, there's cameras. There's anybody. Y'all allowed this to happen. I'm suing everybody because you trying to get me guys put in jail. You guys, you know what you're doing. I don't find it funny that you sit there and stand there and let this woman attack me. I don't know this woman from Adam. Fuck that. I'm just gonna say I ain't fucking with her. I don't know this woman from Adam. And it could have really upset this woman. You know what I'm saying? She gonna really make sure he gonna get paid if airlines don't step in and put a hold of that situation. Because that would have been really totally out of line. And then that would have been all on YouTube the way it should be. You know what I'm saying? You will see a whole bunch of real black content creators getting on here and say, you see how this black man walking away like a real man? He ain't screaming, he ain't hollering, he ain't nothing, but he is telling the airlines, any one of y'all sitting up here letting her walk up on me, put hands up on me, and I ain't doing shit to her, and I'm trying to walk away from her, and y'all ain't doing shit, I'm suing each and every one of y'all. I guarantee you he would have had fans that would sit there and help him get money and sue that woman. Just like what happened to that black man son when that other Mexican lady girl was trying to accuse him of stealing her cell phone, and it was her phone. And she sat there, she hit him and everything. He wouldn't hit her, but he did intervene and let her take the hit. Guess what? She went to jail, and they're gonna sue her. Because the mama said, we ain't finna forgive a motherfucking thing. She harassed my son. What we gonna do about this? Because he was gonna forgive that white woman. Nah, sue that motherfucker. You're not gonna put your hands on my teenage son and accuse him of stealing any motherfucking thing. And then Uber just walked up and gave you the phone you left in a fucking car. You finna sit there and accuse my son of taking your fucking iPhone? So there's just difference between a whole bunch of things. There's different types of black folks. There's some folks that was just the simplest, the one that want to fight the woman. And the one who understood how to walk away from the situation and know how to get money out that motherfucker, she got in trouble for the shit she did to that young boy, and then try to fight her and try to tackle and fight. No. Then you sat there and called the people. Let me tell you what she did. She called the hotel people, and they walked in like they was gonna be the sheriff to protect her. And he sat there and said, back up off my son, y'all. Back up. I want y'all to call the police. My son wants to tell, this is my son's iPhone. Yeah, you stole my stuff. And she was motored as fuck. She didn't even apologize, but she explained it herself. And she said that she not wrong for what she did. Yes, you were. You were fucking wrong. You're more than wrong. You fucking Jezebel. You was wrong for what you did. They don't know you from Adams. They didn't even know who you were. So they're not going to react to your ratchetness. They're not going to react to it. So as she approached the young boy, of course, Pops is going to stand up and protect the son. Hold on 1 second. What do you think about this, though?
Okay, so guys, like the video. There's a lot of cloud watchers. I'd like to know your opinion on the matter. Yeah, me and Tanjon just don't agree. Ultimately, I do agree that he should have declared that he would sue the airline for putting him in that predicament, because, you know, there was security who was supposed to protect him. But in any case, Tanjon, I want you to play a video. Can you add it to the stream, please?
Yeah.
So Tanjon, I'm going to give a little bit of a preface. Since you're of the opinion that I don't have the American perspective, I'm actually going to play a little bit of Pink Book's video, and we're going to see her take on it, okay?
And where's she from?
America. North America.
You know, she could be a mammy, but go ahead.
Tanjon.
No, we don't trust mammies either. Because, you know, they just worship black men and worship black men. And I don't, but mammies believe black men should be able to hit women unless until it's her. And then when it's her, then all of a sudden she wants to be on our side now. Nope, we're not doing it.
Tanjon. Okay, let me play the video. I'll be right back.
To determine if they will fire him or not. But I want to bring your attention to another piece of the video. There was a simp. He jumped up to defend this woman. She initiated, instigated,
First of
escalated,
all,
all of the above. The man didn't run over when she put paws on him several times, but he decided to get in the man's face after he hit her back. Listen, you simps are dangerous. That brother really needs some simp
no, that's
prevention.
not what simping
Anybody get
means.
hurt
But
simping, you
okay,
know. He's out here looking crazy, trying to put on a cape for this basset hound. Nah, that dog need to be tamed. Out here putting her paws on men, jumping up in their faces. And then the simps, like, what are you doing? Y'all gonna learn, risking your life out here, stepping in the middle of these problems with these strangers, these women. You don't know that woman, and you don't know what she did either. Stepping in to try to defuse the situation, that's one thing. But stepping in to further escalate and try to fight somebody in defense of that woman, brother, you looking absolutely crazy out here. But yeah, let me go ahead and open up these phone lines. I want to see what you all think.
so
That
in
was
this
an
case,
an American woman who gave her American viewpoint, and you
right,
can
and I'm
see
giving my American viewpoint. He just wanted to be in, he ain't got shit to do with that woman. He just wanted to be in the middle of the whole shit. He just wanted to be up. He's another attention seeker, and got nothing to do with that motherfucking woman. And he heard what this nigga said. This nigga said, "I'll fight any motherfucking body." And he said, "Oh, well, me too. Fight me then." He didn't sit there and say, nah, this nigga, brother stressed out, whatever going on, but he caused that stress without walking away. He could have de-escalated this shit. And that's not simping. I'm sorry, she don't know what the word simp means. And it's poor pimping. It has nothing to do with a man trying to protect the other man and got shit to do with the woman. She assumed that he's protecting this woman, but if you hear what he's saying, he's threatening everybody.
Tanjan, you're one to talk.
Look. If you heard what he was saying, he was threatening everybody.
Tanjan, you
Okay?
assume that they're sleeping together. You assume.
Of course they were. Of course they were. That's still not going to change. Because that's the only time you'll see shit like that happen. How he's that damn bold to walk up on her like that and to put hands on her like that. They were fucking together. And that's why she said it was over. I should have said, bitch, it's over either. It's over too. Bye. You know what I'm saying? He should have did that. He should have said, over, bitch, I don't even know you. He could have did that. You know what I'm saying? And walk out. Walk away. Walk away. Tell someone, please come get her. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do that. He didn't do that at all. He want to dance with a white bitch. You know what I'm saying? Had she been black, he wouldn't have never done that motherfucking shit. He would have sat there and said, see security? See that? See this? See this ratchet woman? See this? If I snatched that weave off your head, he would have did shit like that. Nobody would have protected that black woman. Nobody. They would all would have been against that black woman. They would all would have been against her. They would have been against her so fucking quick. They would have sit there and said, look at this ratchet ass woman with a weave on her head. Look at her. This is why I don't fuck with white black women. You know what I'm saying? But no. See, the breakup was between him and that white bitch. It wasn't no damn coincidence. She didn't just come bother him. They knew each other. You gonna have to reanalyze that shit, because only somebody who know each other would do some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if she was black. She would have done that with him because they've been together. She's sick of him. He's sick of her. The breakup, they both got kicked off the plane, and she probably would have did that shit. It just would have been a whole different outcome. They would have been talking. You know what I'm saying? Again,
He's a worker at the airport, Tanjan. He's a worker at the airport. He works at
the
the
work.
airport.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So the worker at the airport that's doing all the hollering and shit and ready to fight somebody. He's ready to lose his job. You know what I'm saying? I ain't paying no motherfucking child support. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? They would have just sat there and held them back like, man, you working. You got a whole life ahead of you. We can do this together, man. These women, they would have done that shit. And he probably would have sat there and listened like, oh, yeah, you right. But yeah, I'm gonna fight for my kids. You know what I'm saying? He would have done some shit like that. But because you could tell they ain't got shit in common with each other really, except they probably was together and shit was working out. And you know what I'm saying? He about to lose his job. You know what I'm saying? He about to lose his job because he ain't only just threatening a woman and wanting to fight at the woman. That's number one. That's automatically termination. But you threatening everybody up in there. Like, of course you stressed out, but you just told everybody, I'll fight any motherfucking body. Test me. Because you are caught up in that fucking white woman. This is emotional. What Queen Cascade would say, that's emotional dust mite. You became very emotional that you sat there and forgot and let your whole fucking emotions turn you into everybody's fucking enemy instead of just, you know what I'm saying? You threaten folks. Besides, whooping her ass. You want to whoop her ass like shit. Yeah, I'm gonna throw a rock at her motherfucking car. Nah, you sat there and said, I whoop everybody ass, any motherfucking body. And he probably was trying to, if you look, he was looking at them like he going after them. But dude threatened him too. And this nigga said, well, shit, you want to fight me? Well, fuck it then. I was trying to be on your side. Fuck you. You want to hit me? Then hit me then, motherfucker. And it be that way sometimes. When you're around a motherfucking emotional dude, it be that way sometimes. If you rewind that part, I look at shit from detail to detail. I don't sit there and just ready to just call somebody a simp just to make the rest of the black men feel better. I'm going to tell it like it is. You're either a real fucking black man or you're not. This nigga's a bitch. He should have just walked the fucking way. He should have decided to take a break. He should have said, excuse me, security. I need supervisor to handle the situation. If he had to put hands on her, he gotta hold her hands and restrain her. That's not illegal. That's not gonna get him losing his job or nothing. He is protecting himself now. She could kick and try to fight and do all that screaming and holler, but he's gonna have to restrain her until security come and get her. And he didn't do that. He wanna fight this bitch. He didn't do that. He wanna put on some heels too and some nails.
Tanjon. So
Yeah,
Tanjon, why is it that you're so against him? But Pink Book,
because he should have learned the tactics of protecting himself. Any
No,
job.
I'm asking, why is your opinion and this YouTuber's one so different? Because Pink Book's one.
Everybody's because she's catering to fucking men. I'm just
No,
going by what's real. I'm
Tanjon,
going by real.
or
I'm going
maybe,
by what's real.
or maybe she's balanced. Like, it's not always about pandering to men. It's not always about being a mammy in your terms. Sometimes it's just about balance.
Well, listen, everybody ain't gotta be violent. Okay? That's not what a black man really supposed to be trying to do unless he's conquering black people, conquering white people.
Oh.
Out here. You always gonna play in the bathroom. Stop.
What is going on?
Oh, yeah. Let me focus. Yeah, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? I wish they would do that same shit and have that same smoke for some white men that's doing some shit to them. I wish you had that same smoke that he sit up there allowing a white man to take your life away.
Okay, Tanjon, let's not read too much into it. You don't know that he wouldn't step up to a white man too.
Of course, they didn't. We seen too many of the shit, and then we always crying and saying we want justice for this person and justice for that person. But then when it comes to a woman, he's on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram talking about it don't justify what he did, but she wasn't submissive enough. And then she gone. The kids is gone. We not gonna go there. Like like for real. We're not gonna talk about abortions and all the stuff. That's some fake ass outcry of abortions that black men already do to black women. Or he made her go get an abortion. He don't want no motherfucking kids. He don't love kids like that. He ain't carrying the seed. It's different.
Tanjon, Tanjon, these are the men of your community. And you don't want to hear them.
They don't care.
This is about abortion, and you don't care about their opinion. Don't you think this is?
They don't care, Mr. Uganda. You think they do? They don't. They lied to you.
Tanjon, you can't speak for all men. I'm sorry, Tanjon, but these are the men in your community.
It's too many. It's too many. It's a collective. It's too many.
Tanjon, I'm actually being really serious. Okay, when you talk about reproductive rights, it is something that, if it's about the womb, it's on the woman, but it's something that affects both the men and the women in the community, right?
It does. So I agree. We agree with that, but it's a whole different effect, Mr. Uganda. And until you understand the truth, you ain't been following enough of folks and hearing what they saying. See, you didn't even know the black manosphere was preaching that all black baby girls should be killed or aborted.
Wait, what?
And see, they was already talking about they didn't want nappy-headed children. They was gonna wipe their babies out. What else did they were saying? All this shit was coming up, and then a whole bunch of YouTube channels started coming up with black men like, yeah, Yeah, and you had a bunch of black women who were losing their lives. This was 5 years ago, and it's still going to this day. You have
Tangent.
black women who lost their lives along with their children or even unborn babies that was by them, black men, and they're gone. Their life is gone. They've been deleted. But you guys don't want to see that. Y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all don't want to talk about the fact that it was a crime for them to come out now and say that. And and see, that's what I'm talking about. Like this emotion, like all this shit would have been different. My grandfather would have never had let this shit go as far as in this airport. My grandfather is totally different. Like what was going on in this community right now, I don't know. It's not what you think it is. It's not that these black men are hard workers. They getting treated a certain way when they come home to a nice meal. They getting nothing but a whole flap of the lip and you can't see the kids and all. No, it don't even be that, Mr. Uganda. The niggas is not coming home like they supposed to. She loving a man like he's supposed to. She got food cooking, but he ain't coming home to eat. And it's shit, and she texting them, she blowing up the text message. You ain't seeing the real dark side to this whole motherfucking shit. And then you had black women, you have black women here, baby. Here, I'll fix it for you. You have black women who sat there and cried. You don't listen to the songs. You don't listen to the songs about them crying, about them wanting to love a black man, but you keep treating me wrong. You don't hear that shit, right? But in return, black men come back with this fuck that bitch. Them hoes ain't loyal. She can't be trusted. You know why? Because she's looking for yourself. She saw on your cell phone you got another female that you messing with. This is why you gone. You having babies on me. 4 little girls. Janet Jackson played a role real well. She played a good role of her husband. You know, she's sick now because her husband gave her the what Gigi calls it, the sauce. And she asked him, because she got a disease. She asked him, so who was doing the butt breaking, you or him? So you know what I'm saying? Here, baby, I'll make it for you. So that type of stuff, like you're not listening because you incoherent when it comes to that. You listen to black men get on here and say black women be doing this, black women doing this, black women this and this. No, we're tired. And you
Tangent.
don't understand that black women are tired. It's
But
not just
Tangent,
me. It's not a me situation.
Tangent, I get what you're saying, but it's like Tangent, even with just this situation we saw, you were projecting so much into the story. Things that haven't
Yeah,
even been verified. You were saying that they were sleeping with each
we
other.
can verify it. We like to listen. I know some folks who's on here right now that were going to verify if this man was being with this woman.
Tangent,
That shit
please,
wasn't working out.
please. Until then,
You
this
gonna
is just.
call son? Don't put that up there, baby.
Oh my.
Oh, that's him. That's just my son. He being a big boy now. He going to school tomorrow, so he acting out now until before he get to grandma.
So okay, we can move on, but I guess Tangent, I guess you wanted to talk about this whole mammy situation. You've used the term mammy a lot on my channel with
Oh
reference
yeah,
to particular
I used to be a
people,
mammy.
but the people on my channel, I don't think they're mammies. Like you called them, I think Lady A a mammy.
She
Um,
yeah, she is. Or
no,
pick me.
she's
She a pick me? She a pick me or a mammy? Which one is she? I know she a fucking liar. I tell you that. She a mammy or a pick me?
Tangent. This is Tangent because
Huh?
because she has a different opinion, right? Like myself, right? So we have
No,
different.
no, she started some shit that got younger, innocent people attacked on YouTube. I'm telling you what her words did. When she said Cynthia G was
Wait, what?
advocating, yeah, listen. When she said Cynthia G was advocating, well, I wasn't ready for that shit. When she said she was the first one to say this, now I'm gonna tell you what happened. She was on Cynthia G's channel following her because she a fan. Yeah, she be following her, so she can talk bad about her. But let me tell you what happened. She Cynthia G and a couple of other sisters that was on there. It was at that time Big Nose, Thunder Throat. She was on there. Tanya TKO, they was on there. Nyla, they were all on there, right? And they was all talking about about the woman. One of the women was like, well, what if you want to stop? She said, stop bringing in degenerates into this world just because you just want them to be black, because you want them to have, you just want a baby by a black man, you want to be with the baby. Because remember, we were being accused that black men, black women always having all these kids. Black women don't know how to choose better. We having all these kids. They never said black women were doing abortion. They always said, "Hi, Aileen." So what happened was, Cynthia G broke it down. She says, "Well, who's doing the killing in the community? Black men. Who's doing the robbing and the stealing and shit in the community? Black men." And they were. She wasn't lying about that shit. Not at all. So they was telling the women, stop fucking black men. So black men got pissed off because she said so. A black dude got on there. She said, "I want to smoke." So the dude called. He said, "So what that mean? Y'all finna go fuck white men now?" So it's like, dude, this is what we talking about. We can't deal with this shit like this no more. Like dumbass motherfuckers.
What's this got to do with Lady A? How is Lady A responsible for that? Oh, she didn't do anything.
No, because it started off with Cynthia G saying, "Don't sleep with black men," and then she went from "don't sleep with black men" to then to her, "Stop having these babies. Stop having these babies. It's not abort all black male children." Cynthia G said, "Now, if I'm pregnant and I find out it's a boy, because there's a way you can determine before it becomes a heartbeat, before a heartbeat is developed and before a brain and a heartbeat is developed, right? So you can determine whether the person, based on its hormones, they got a hormone. They got this thing where you can piss on a stick, and it tells you whether it's going to be a boy or a girl before you know it's going to be a boy or a girl. Before it really becomes a boy or a girl. And sometimes it be kind of accurate. It be more morally accurate. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a fetus. You want to know immediately. It don't have a heartbeat. It's not. It hasn't nothing. But you can determine just by the pH balance that it's going to be a boy or a girl. Okay. I did mine with a baking soda, and I found out I was having a boy, and I was in denial. But anyway, she said she finds out before the second trimester that it's a boy. She's gonna get an abortion. She's gonna do it. She's not having a boy. So Lady A went and out of nowhere, we didn't see this shit coming because nobody was talking about her saying she abort all black male babies. It was more so she told them off. So what y'all finna do? Y'all finna be with white men now? So everybody was kind of pissed off, and they were saying, "Okay, so y'all done with black men? All of a sudden, so y'all gonna be with white motherfuckers gonna kill y'all ass too? Why? I can't wait till y'all be lonely. Yeah, y'all talking about stop sleeping with black men. So it was more about that. They didn't give a hell about you having babies or not. But because Lady A says it and Psychopathism was on your page, now he finna go on his motherfucking channel and start advocating what she said. And then they sat there to hit a young sister named Moonflower because she agrees with what Cynthia G's talking about with the talking points. She said, "I'm not fucking with black men anymore." But then they threw it in her face. "Oh, so you mean more black male babies?" So they started attacking her. They started threatening her. You had the wrong type of people in YouTube channels going after a 23-year-old sister. Like, for fucking for real. Like, that was fucked up. And
you have to stop.
She didn't say it.
Lady A is not to blame. She didn't start saying that. Other people were saying that.
She said it. And what's her name? And Psychopathist went back to his funky ass channel with Black Manosphere, and that's when the shit started. That's when the shit started. Cause he a bitch too. You know what I'm saying? This nigga, this the main one that was saying that's why he don't fuck with black bitches. That's why he got an Asian woman. That's the one. You know what I'm saying? That's the one. That's the one that got a Bruce Leroy for a baby mama. So yes, he's gonna go there because he hate black women anyway. But you on Cuba, the child acting totally fucking different. Like you act like you with the black folks. It's about black power, black empowerment. They either broke up with that Ling Ling. She don't want you seeing Bruce Leroy no more, or you just playing shaking a funk just because you want to see if you can get your biracial Asian son up in that damn up in his scoop. You know what I'm saying? So this type of shit is bullshit. Like I will catch a fucking hyena in a minute. I'll catch a fucking lion ass hyena in a minute. And she did. She was so sure Cynthia G was advocating for women. First of all, you can't advocate no grown ass woman. You can't advocate no grown ass woman um,
It's
um,
too
you know,
much,
to abort black male children. Ain't nobody that goddamn dumb. You calling black women dumb now? So we gonna say, yeah, you're right. Let's abort black male children. No, we just said we don't want to have no babies by you niggas no more. Y'all too degenerate. You don't take care of the kids. You complain that we some single mothers, but you won't be there for your kids. You complain that we have all these babies, but we want it because we want to be with you. You complain that we put your ass on child support, but you don't want to take care of your baby. You keep on saying you take care of this baby. It's your responsibility. Okay, I'm gonna go to the system and go put your ass on child support. You were doing all this fucking complaining about us as black women with these babies. So guess what? We finna thin her. We finna stop having your motherfucking babies. That's what we were just saying. That's all it was saying.
Yeah, but that's not Lady A's. That's not. No, tangent. That's not Lady A's fault. Lady A listens to a lot of spaces.
Lady A bitch. She should have just took. You know what she should have did? She should have just.
No,
She should have
no.
just got. She should have just took the correction and said, "Oh, so she did not advocate for people to born black male babies." No, she was so fucking sure, and she was advocating for people to advocate that Ginger G's doing that. And then she started talking about her parents. Then she started talking about people in her family that's on crack. Then she started doing that shit. To me, that was very unladylike of her. She do talk like a man. She do have men talking points. She's very disrespectful. And she doesn't want to sit and listen. She just want to be right all the time, right? She want to be right all the time, and she didn't want to be corrected. And from this point on, I had no respect for her because now, to me, let me tell you something to me. All I get from Lady A is anti-black women. And then she really targets
No,
black
women. No. Stop. Lady A
What
is
she do?
no Lady
Remember
A.
that first argument we had, Miss Uganda, me and her, when it came to the black woman, that African woman who was pregnant with all those babies, and then they lied. She went through the sonogram. They saw the ultrasounds, and the baby was fine. The father was there doing it was time for her to have a baby. They told her, "Oh, she can't come because of the C-19." And then next thing you know, they said, "Oh, she was never pregnant." No, that woman went crazy. Of course she would, because you sat there and took what she had.
And she was lying. It was a scam.
Of course she's lying, according to Lady A. And if it was so convincing to you, no one's gonna sit there and go to the doctors. It don't make any sense. No one's gonna sit there and go to the goddamn hospital for ultrasound and then say, look at the fingers and the goddamn toes, the baby's okay. And then when it's time for her to sit there and have a goddamn, she's going through fucking labor pains at the 7 fucking months because she couldn't keep the baby no longer, and she's there, then all of a sudden they're telling her to call him and say, don't come. Are you fucking kidding me? I always was some suspect with that shit from day one. Then an Indian person wrote the shit. So you have to look at this shit like, hell nah. See, you fail to realize we go through that shit over here in America. You think she went through that shit? They were stealing our fucking baby. Listen, they will steal our fucking babies in America and say that we miscarried.
Tanjon,
Understand? There's no fucking switching babies.
Don't conflate the two. Don't conflate the two. That woman, it was completely fake in South Africa. In America, you just can't conflate the two, Tanjon. Now with Lady A is for black people. She just has a different.
Nah, she for I don't got a man. I'm just auditioning for penis one day.
No, Tanjon.
Okay, go ahead. I'm done. Go ahead.
Lady A just has a different perspective. You know, she actually listens to the men. She likes to take their viewpoint, and she likes to be cooperative because she wants to get along with the men. She wants to make them feel like they're being listened to.
No, she ain't got no kids, so she not gonna understand certain shit that's going down. Ain't no man took her in and gave her a baby, none of that shit, and she's bitter. I've watched her talk bad about black American women. This bitch said we living it up off the welfare. She don't know what the fuck she's talking about. Welfare and Section 8 are two fucking different things.
Tanjon, why does she need a baby in her? Why
does she need to think that she knows what she's talking about when it comes to black Americans? She's listening to a fucking men talking because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. There's more black men and white women that was on welfare than black women. And it's a whole bunch of hate going on.
Take it up with the black American man. If Lady A is listening to multiple black American men say it, then why is Lady A the target of your rage?
Because she got men talking, but you know she's auditioning for penis. I'm letting you know that right now. That's what she's doing. Look. Let me tell you something. I know mammies. Listen, these mammies go through hell and high waters. Anything a nigga tell you, you gonna listen and believe it? I don't understand that shit. Why are you targeting black women? I thought you were for us. Why are you targeting black women? And let me put this shit on pause real quick. No bitch on this goddamn panel finna be Tanjon but me. No bitch. Take your raggedy ass somewhere else. Otherwise, I'm gonna drill your punk ass. You're not me. You're not me. So that's why you got blocked. Come back and be Lady A. Make you feel better.
That's not Lady A. Just stop. Tanjon. Stop
Hey,
it.
I'm a fool. I'm a fool when somebody take me there. I'm sorry.
Lady A. That's not Lady A. Okay, like Lady A is not this big monster you've made her out to be. She's just.
Oh, but she got Black American women sentiments, and she should have been listening to black women. She shouldn't have been listening to no fucking black men. That was her problem. That's why she failed right there. She said, this bitch said we living it off the welfare. Who's fucking living it off the welfare? Then you got Lady Dog, who's fucking into bestiality, talking about
Lady Dog. Who?
You know who Lady Dog. You know Munch Cracker. You know the Munch woman, the Munch. You know the one that called herself Lady Dog. No, what's her name? Mystic Dog. The Munch woman.
No.
You know this. She said she's asking me how is my water and hot dogs coming along. This one right here. So, you know, all this hating against Black American women gotta fucking stop. Like the single mama situation, it's always there. She don't want to sit there and research this shit. She don't want to research it and say, "Oh, you men are lying. You men lied a lot on Black women." And I sat there and I sided with you, assuming that for Black men, and I'm learning that you guys were fucking joke. You lied on Black women. Me and Tanjon at odds because she's trying to tell me what's going on, and I wouldn't listen to her. It could have been that, but no. See, I'm gonna tell you what the problem was. Them bitches found out. No, they didn't find out. I told them bitches, no black men. I got tired of being mistreated to a certain degree by the black men I was with, and an Asian man wanted to marry me, but this nigga married. I went to China and I got married. I got married to this motherfucker. But at the end of the day, he did not want to come to America and help me build. I was not going to live poor for no motherfucking Asian person. Therefore, bye. He said, if you don't want to come back to America, then we divorce. I said, okay, let's divorce. We wouldn't even marry that fucking long.
Tanjon, okay, number one, Mystic is in America, and so Mystic.
She said she's from Jamaica.
No, yeah, but she's from Jamaica.
She do got a little accent though, and I got some Jamaican friends who don't like her. So go ahead.
That's true, but she's in America, and I guarantee.
No, she's not us though.
I guarantee she gets along with a lot of Black Americans. Okay,
she black clot Jamaican. No, she's not one of us though. That's why she can talk all the shit she talking. You know what I'm saying? It's easy for people to leave their country to come to America and then talk all that shit to Black Americans. And I'm starting to see that a lot with African women, and that shit gotta cease. First of all, when you come over here to this fucking country, bow the fuck down and listen to what Black people gotta say. Quit following these motherfucking white folks and thinking that, oh, well, I come here and my parents think we come here and we don't go through the shit you guys are saying. You guys are making excuses. Nah, you need to go back to your country then because you're running from China.
Someone in the comments said that Mystic is half African American.
She ain't no half or nothing. She says she's Jamaican. She got an accent though.
No,
she got an accent though. She got an accent though. I like accents. Listen, I love Jamaican people. I love people with accents. I love the accent, but it you know, and you know, it's okay. She can come to America, but understand when you get around Black American women and men, please bow the fuck down. Quit saying that we're making excuses and we're asking for shit for free. We're not. We worked too fucking hard, 400, 500, 600 years of it, and nobody's giving the shit back. Okay, don't humble yourself. Mr. said this way, humble yourself, because when we sat there in America, we spoke up for Black people. And I'm gonna tell you something. Like I told you, when I was in elementary school, the first time I heard someone say African booty scratching were white kids, and we sat there. Some Black folks laughed about it, but we picked shit up from what white people say about you. We've never just automatically came out and say African booty scratcher. We would have got our asses whooped. You understand what I'm saying? But again, Again, you have some black folks who thought they were privileged and they ended up saying that, and we was laughing because they got their ass whooped. We loved the fact that people from Africa was coming to America. We heard some folks talk about it on Michi X's channel like shit. I humbled myself when I came to America. At first, I was told to not be around black people, don't trust black people, and of course, she's gonna get that damn shit from her parents. Her parents got it from the consulate. You know what I'm saying? Don't trust us. We're untrustworthy. All the shit. Then she found out, like, fuck that. I look like them. I'm going to go hang with them. And it turned out to be beautiful for her. Her family is Black American. That's her second home is America. And nobody finna tell her different. So I love her for that, for being honest. And I love her for not putting down what Black people have been through. She shut the fuck up. She started listening. Like, what's her name? Her name was I don't know her last name, but she goes by Denasia, and she spoke to Michi X on live stream, and we appreciated her.
Tanja, Michi X screams for hours. She's always fighting somebody.
Michi X be on some real shit, and she can get you rich, but you know if you don't stop and listen. No, she's on some real shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, listen, you in the UK.
But
understand?
She's half Polish. She's half Polish. Michi X.
But her mama Black. Understand that. Her mama married a seed. Understand she's a Black. We already established that she's a Black biracial. You can't accept no fucking white, no fucking person that's biracial with a white woman and say that person's Black. That's the problem we have. It's so fucking backwards. It's so fucking backwards. But Miss Uganda, any Black woman who give birth to a baby, that child is Black first. Any Black man who put a seed, who put a fertilizer inside the woman's seed is considered a white biracial. Look at Zaza Ali versus Michi X. Zaza Ali, she does the scamming shit and then she becomes the victim. Michi X talking about, I'm Lakeisha and I will punch you in the goddamn face since you disrespected my people. But you see, y'all don't understand the love that Michi X be giving now. She be loving a lot of the Black men when she should be burning a cape a long motherfucking time ago. She should have been burnt that motherfucking cape. And any Black men that roll with her, that understand where she coming from, that's the reason why she get the love she gets right now. It's just a few of y'all don't understand, they won't listen, and then she's over here trying to make us be prepared for the worst. She's the one helping us get money. She's helping us make businesses. She's the one helping us. What other nigga doing that besides talking and cussing out women and calling her bitches and these baby mamas and no weaves? Well, nigga, you wearing Jordans all goddamn down, keeping a white man rich, the Asian people rich. So what the fuck? And then you wearing man weaves too? Get the fuck up out of here. Don't talk about no sister that's doing more than you. That's hateful shit.
Tanja, honestly, Tanja, it's just, I don't get this whole white biracial and Black biracial thing. In most cultures, you are what, like the comment said, you are what the father is.
No, that's incorrect. And look it up in science. You're getting wrong information.
No,
Please read your science. Science don't lie. A man don't carry a seed. If the man carries a seed, he can get your ass pregnant. I'm sorry. This is incorrect. It's incorrect. And listen.
The egg, Tanja, the egg is the body.
There's no egg.
The egg is the body.
We don't carry eggs. This is incorrect. Y'all keep calling that shit an egg. You need to look up science. Look it up right now. We on live stream right now. Let's learn something together. See, this is what I'm telling you. Miss Uganda, a bunch of black men got found out that they were just being told wrong. Some of them got pissed off. I understand what I'm saying. So now they want to control the woman's womb. They want to control the seed of the woman. The baby girl is born with the seed, and so many thousands of them. They're very tiny, as tiny as a mustard seed, and you can't call that an egg. That's not an egg. It's very tiny. It's thousands. We get thousands of those. And every 28 days, it's filled up with blood. And if it's not fertilized with the fertilizer, which that's what your sperm is, it's a fertilizer. It fertilizes the seed, just like the ground. It's like a ground, like a dirt. Some dirts have white speckles in it already. That's the mother. That's Mother Earth. That's what you call that. Let the water touch that little white speckle in there. That's now it's touching the seed. The water is watering the seed what that was already implanted in the earth of the dirt. So the woman that carries the seed, that's within her womb. That's what that is. Other than that, what kind of silly notion is that a woman got an egg? Come on, man. That's not an egg.
Tangent, that's an egg. And Tangent,
No, it's not an egg. Look it up. I'm trying to tell you, science don't lie. Science don't lie. There's some black man who will agree to this, and he also put that shit up on YouTube. I'm here to hurt y'all feelings, brothers. We don't carry the seed. We're fertilized. My uncle said we.
There's millions more people who agree it's an egg. And
no, it's not. That's because they're being misinformed. We're going to keep being misinformed. But if you don't want to learn something new, you're going to keep on being misinformed. But a man is who your mother is. And I'm going to tell you something else. If the woman is Jewish and the man is black and the Jewish woman give birth to the baby, in technical terms, is that baby Jewish or black?
Well, one is a race and one is like an ethno-religion.
Right, it's white, right? But it's white Jewish, right? So and Native American, even some parts of Africa, even in Native America, Africa, Cuban, and Jewish. If you are who your mother is, you're born out of the womb of your mother. Everything is nurtured through the mother. Everything from the food to the cries to everything. The baby knows mama. The baby understands mama. Therefore, when the baby is from the womb, when the baby is born and comes through the birth canal, the baby already knows and understands the bonding of the mother because they've been in the mother for 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, depends. But that baby knows it's mother automatically. Therefore, you are who your mother is. That's why I told you it's totally different, and you don't pay attention to this, and you won't look at science. You won't believe in science. Listen, when I first took anatomy and physiology, I ignored that shit because I didn't want to hear the fuck that they talking about women. The woman is the seed carrier. I didn't want to hear that shit. I heard that shit and I didn't want to hear it. I talked to my uncle. My uncle said, "Yeah, we don't carry the seed. Don't make us a bitch." Nah, we fertilizers. We fertilize what you got. The seed is in you, woman. And I sat there and like, I don't believe that shit. I'm gonna go by what the Bible says because I believe in the Lord and the Lord this and that. Nigga, I was a mammy. On top of that, I didn't want to hear the truth. I didn't want to hear the fucking truth at all. So, you know what I'm saying? And it just took so many years for me to find it. I finally came to my other auntie and I said, "Auntie, listen, I ain't the seed something that's planted in the dirt and then you know, how's that right? Like how does that work? And don't the man carry the seed?" She says, "Well," she says, "you have to look at it like this. When a little girl is born, what does she have? You can't call it an egg. It don't make sense. Who told you it's an egg?" I said, "Okay, so what is it then?" She said, "It's seeds. You get millions of those when you're born. You get millions of those. And seeds do not float." Nyla said it so well. Seeds do not float. They're planted. Seeds do not float. But water does. Understand what I'm saying? So your fertilizer.
Yeah, Tangent, I have to go soon, okay? But
okay.
Honestly, Tangent, this is worrying. Like this guy, not Chrissy.
No, this aligned.
No, Tangent, this guy, not Chrissy. This gynocentric takeover is not going to end well. It's like
I know about this. I know it hurts.
You're adopting philosophies that erase your own men. Anything that can...
No, I mean, we are in charge of who comes into this planet. I'm sorry. We give birth to those. Yes. I'm sorry. You don't get to give birth whenever you want to. You can't. You don't have that power, right?
Neither can you. Women can't.
I can't. I have the right whether I want this baby to come into the world or not. And let me tell you something else. No, Mr. Uganda, listen. See, you don't understand because you still young, little brother. Look, let me tell you, little brother. Look, I can go to the doctor right now and ask for embryos and be implanted in me and be pregnant just like that. Just like that. I can if I want to. I don't have to have a man. So you see what the problem is? A man can't go in and say, "I want to get pregnant." You don't. No, we are in charge whether you come into the world or not. You understand what I'm saying? So until we learn more about this, I think you should learn more and dig deep into it. Don't be like me. It took me all these years to realize that, okay, you guys were, okay, this does make sense now. It took me a while because, you know, sometimes Johnny come lately. I did not know. You know what I'm saying? I did not fucking know that men do not carry the seed. As a matter of fact, if I told you you carry the seed, I'm calling you a bitch. And I'm saying you get pregnant by other men. I'm not, and I'm not going to disrespect you like that, brother. You got the strong fertilizer. If you do it naturally, you can fertilize that seed that was in her, in the womb of the woman.
Tanjon, this has to stop. Like, Tanjon, like, this has to stop. Okay, now, I know you got a few people that will vouch for this woman having this, like, the seed, but ultimately, women do carry eggs. That's confirmed.
That's not what y'all call a seed an egg. It's not even an egg. It's not even an egg. Chickens lay eggs.
The Tanjon, it doesn't even matter. Okay, who cares what the seed is at this point? But Tanjon, ultimately, you still need a sperm, and most times you're going to still need
which is the fertilizer, right?
And the thing is, Tanjon, men could just as easily get there are egg banks as well. There are egg banks. So what you're saying can just as easily be applied for men's perspectives as well. Ultimately, it's not cohesive just to feel like you can abandon your men and just get a baby. Like this is
what I'm saying, an egg bank. But who you gonna put the egg into? Who you gonna put the egg into? Well, you can't put it in no man. You understand what I'm saying? You still need a woman, and it's gonna be up to her whether she want to give birth to that or not.
Yeah, Tanjon, okay, you're right. You're right. Okay, you're right. Women do gatekeep the babies that come into this world. That's absolutely true. We can't take that away. But ultimately,
everything we do, we nurture what we nurture what grows inside of us. That's how come the baby knows by the way we cry, by the way we sing, by the way everything. Look, I got one more good one before you go. Look, so there was an Asian woman, right? And me and her was talking, right? And she got a half black baby, right? So she was telling me, she said, my baby black and Chinese, my baby black and Chinese. I said, no, your baby biracial, Chinese and black. And so she says, well, what's the difference? I said, well, you first of all, you got to put yourself first. You the one gave birth to this baby, number one. Number two, the baby only knows everything about being Chinese. The baby don't know nothing about being black. The baby know Chinese. It's around your parents. It's what you read. It's what songs you listen to. Everything Chinese. And she do listen to Chinese music a lot. Everything. She eat Chinese food. Everything she do. She's in her family tradition. So the baby only knows how to be Chinese. The baby knows Chinese. She has to tell the baby and teach the baby that this is your daddy and the baby's black, right? And so guess what the father said? The father told me, oh yeah, you listen to her. She right. You right. You right about that. You right about that. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't like dismissive or none of that shit. He was like, no, you right. You right. Because I have to think about that. Like, hell yeah. Because my baby, look at my baby. My baby look hella Chinese. My baby don't even look like she me. And that's facts. You know what I'm saying? That's facts. It's use who your mother is. A lot of these black men, like Nick Cannon, most of his kids don't even look nothing like him. Them babies come out looking white. Drake, baby look white. Baby white. So, and he's Jewish. His mama's Jewish. You know what I'm saying? So you get your self-hating ass black men that's getting out here and want to white out their babies. They're letting you know they want to white out their babies. They're going to let you know they want to white out their babies. So understand how shit is totally different. If you listen to how they're saying it and what they're saying, you either going to shake your head like, shit, man, this is embarrassing. I didn't believe this shit was true. Or you're going to say, oh, well, that's the way of the world now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe don't you want kids one of these days, Miss Uganda?
No, not with the way you're Tanjon. Like, you make me kind of scared for a while. I'm not gonna lie.
There's nothing wrong if you want baby. Just know as a man what you want to be as a man. You got to invest in yourself first before you even think about being with a wife. Don't listen to this degenerate ass shit. I'm trying to tell you, listen, listen, love yourself, treat yourself, buy shit for you, save money, do everything for you. And then when you're ready to have a woman, it should not be that fucking complicated. Niggas make shit complicated because they didn't know how to be a man. You understand what I'm saying? It's not even your fault. This is not their issues shouldn't even be your problem. Just learn what you can and cannot do. I've been around good black men in my family. I've seen it so many times that I already know. It's been recorded in my brain what black men do because I've seen it and it worked out for the best until they passed away with the family they was with. Some of them fucked up. Some of them fucked up one time and then fuck up no more. And then they stayed straight and narrow. And they was on a straight and narrow, real men. You know what I'm saying? I've been around good black men, right? Understand that? I just haven't seen so many goddamn degenerates that's spread around in the world, which is kind of sad, y'all. That being said, I'm about to get off this live stream, but before I get off this live stream, I do want to say that Mr. Uganda did an interview with me a few days ago, and it's about black men erasing black women and children, and it's actually a good interview because it was kind of calm for a minute, and we get our little trolls that can't stand me. But Mr. Uganda, y'all, actually he has a good channel. He really is a good channel. If you want to be near the argument league, Miss Uganda channel is a good channel to go to. But if you see someone get out of line, he gonna get out his popcorn. he gonna get out. He had to get out. He got to get out. He gonna have to get out his popcorn and start clowning folks. You know what I'm saying? Mystic Dog always bother me, but I don't be tripping. I'm used to her. She be cracking me the hell up when she thinks she capping on something and she ain't capping on nothing. She just, what I'm saying? She just Mystic Dog. That's just who she is. You know what I'm saying? That's Munch Cracker. She cool. You know what I'm saying? I let her go ahead and throw her little shades because she ain't the one getting up here lying on people. It's just she just have her way of what she believe in, and she kind of one-sided. You know what I'm saying? I think she anti-black women too, but who fucking cares? To me, you know what I'm saying, all that extra shit she said about black women, I think it's gaslighting, and I think it's some hatred towards it. Like, why she gotta go run and work for the white man, and Lady A gotta go run and work for the white man. We independent contractors. We make our own fucking money. We do the shit that we do. We do the shit that we do. We make our money. You know what I'm saying? Again, we do our kids, and people get mad about that. People get mad. Black women do the motherfucking kids. In real life, we do our fucking kids. We go to Chuck E. Cheese and shit like that. When we get paid, we just splurge a little bit. But I want a home, and right now I'm at this nice apartment home. But I want a home, and I'm gonna get that home. I got a business that I'm gonna work on. I have a clothing line coming out for my son. I am hiring my brothers back. I got two brothers, and I'm gonna make his business cards. I'm gonna get his business cards made. His name is Jonathan, and he's about his fucking money. He's really good at what he does. If you look at what he did on my screen right here, he's what did he do? He's this what is he? He's a web designer and shit like that. But let me read this comment so I can see who I'm gonna cap on my way on out of here. What shit talking I gotta do? Who's the shit talker? Pastor. Did you see that pastor that was on here calling his congregation cheap? Woo! B Will is the shit. Sister Cherise, I'm glad she came. I'm about to mod them two up. That's family over there. That's family. Let me see who else. Oh, the British couch sitter. That's family too. I gotta. Hi, Rainy Free. I didn't even know you was on here. What? Day. Okay. Rainy Free should have been called Rainy Fire. I like her. She bring in the fire when she do shit. He should have walked his big fat black ass away from. Yeah, he was stupid. He should have walked away. Deep throat. He should have walked away. I'm gonna mod you too. You finna get modded. You should have walked away. Who else want to talk shit? Who else? Bantas behaving badly. Yep, they sure was. Them just some dumbass. Boy, that was dumb as fuck. I don't care what nobody said. That was dumb as fuck. He should have sued security and just say, I'm gonna make money right now. She just talk about the mammies. Yep, talking about the motherfucking mammies. Yeah, they gonna learn till they get that black eye. Pastor Hamilton, big bucks of the Bentley ministry. Go ahead, big bucks of the ministry. You got some cheap ass congregations too. Your sons and daughters of God is cheap as fuck too. Shame. Who else I'm capping on? What's the topic this evening? It was just some random ass topic we was just talking about, but I want to show people part of the interview that we was doing. Kind of am talking kind of fast and shit like that. And then we got somebody who want to pretend like they me, and they're not me. But I hate that they're gaslighting and they're taking pictures and shit, and nope. OMG, I finally met you. Oh, hi, Adelaide. So yep, Yep, I'm gonna put a star next to your name. They're the ones I gotta put my eyes to, because they the ones that was the coolest one. They're the coolest ones. They cool. What is this? I'm sound African. What is this? I love the accent. What is this? Yep, Tanjon blocked Tanjon. I did. I blocked Mystic Doll. That was Mystic Doll, y'all. You know, she always looking for something with my face on it, and then she take a picture of my face, and then she looking like she me. Let me see. You know, because she want to be me so bad, you know what I'm saying? And it's just too bad, you know what I'm saying? And that's when I cut all my hair off, and it was just growing back so fucking quick, and it's still growing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Don't get mad when I get that pressing comb and press that hair, doggy. Yeah, see, you got on a weave. You saying that's your real hair. That's not your fucking real hair. That's weave. Weaves look like that, not pressing hair. Let me see. Pastor Hamilton, praise the Lord. Praise you. Praise the Lord. Who else talking shit? Somebody said how though? Probably the seed carriers. Yeah, you guys gotta go to science. Y'all don't believe in science. Y'all don't believe in the real shit. Y'all don't believe. Y'all need to start looking at the there is a 3 hour. I think it's a 3 hours. It's like an anatomy movie video, like, and it shows how the man fertilizes. They call it the egg, but it's really a seed. It says the man fertilizes. He didn't say the man put the seed. You don't put seeds, a hard ass little thing, inside of a woman's vagina. It don't work that way. That's kind of dumb and illiterate. We gotta have to learn. You're not putting a seed in a vagina, sweetie. The woman was born with the shit in her womb. You fertilize the seed that's within the womb of the body. Because if you don't fertilize the womb, fertilize the seed in that womb, it turns into a menstrual cycle. Okay, she's gonna bleed out. It's gonna get bigger, and then it's gonna burst, and it's gonna bleed out. That's what seeds do, sweetie. You guys gonna have to look that shit up. Look it up. Google it. You'll find out. You'll find out. Then when you find out, you're probably still gonna be in denial like I was. You're not gonna say, "Fuck that, black man carried a seed." No, they don't. They don't. Just stop calling them bitches for a day. That's probably why they act like bitches, like the one that was in that damn airport. You stop calling them a bitch. You know what I'm saying? If we want to help them become real men so they could be the best black men on the planet and change the goddamn world better, stop saying they carry the seed. Then they will stop acting like bitches. Tell them they're a fertilizer so they can say that, like my uncle say, we got the magic potion. We water your shit. Understand? It does make sense. It does. You know, and my auntie, she a Bible thumper. She let you know it's correct. Woman carry the seed, and the man waters it. So let's see. This sounds pissy. Who sounds pissy? Camel Toe Mafia. Camel Toe, come back, Camel Toe. Why is she using a racial epithet towards someone? Is this speaker high? I don't know, Camel Toe. There is some white. We was talking about how black men are supposed to just walk away and sue the motherfucker that attacked them, but instead he want to be a bitch and run into a woman because he was into that white woman. You know that when they want white women, this is what they do to white women. You know what I'm saying? That's part of them being what you call that shit. What they call that dominant. I don't know. That's called dominant, right? Black men running after women to put hands. That's dominant. But you ain't finna do that shit with no white supremacists. You ain't finna do that shit with no police officer. I did see one black dude go off in Vegas though. It was so fucking good. It felt so good. I felt so good. I was around that whole family. I didn't even know that whole family. I didn't know that family at all. This because I had left the hospital, right? And because I was in a car accident, and they told me I got a concussion and all the shit. So I was walking out, right? And then all of a sudden, now, I seen black families. They wouldn't even let the families go and see their sister that was hit by a car by another group of Indian people who hit them. You know, they asses can't drive. The Hindus can't drive, y'all, and they want to blame it on the black woman. But anyway, so her car got totaled, and she got a neck brace. She's in worse condition than I was. So I come out, and the police gonna tell them, you gotta leave right now, and we're asking you to leave. And so brother said, and what the fuck you gonna do? And I'm like, what? I took my earpiece off my ear to listen to them cuss the police off. And it was 4 of them. They got out to cuss 3 of the officers off. You know what the officer said to them? We just want it to be safe up there. You know, we're still dealing with the pandemic. We just don't want, and yet they're not even wearing a motherfucking mask. Nobody's wearing a mask over, and this happened back in 2020. Nobody's wearing a motherfucking mask, okay? And brother was like, he ready to fight a motherfucking police officer. They was like, yeah, we whooped y'all motherfucking ass in blue. We don't give a fuck about nothing. Anything to do with our family. You ain't for the tell us we can't see our family. I was like, can I hang with y'all? Can I be down? That's the first I've ever seen a black man stand up to police like that, and the police had to fucking bow down. I want to, can I be down? Let me have your phone number. Yeah. Shout out to that family in Vegas, Nevada. Ain't finna go down like that. Them police officers better be fucking known. Ain't nobody finna do that shit because it remind me of Oakland, California. Oakland ain't doing that shit no more. Oakland ain't walking up to black folks acting motherfucking no more. It was gonna go down when they put their hands on that 12-year-old brother that was in the mall over there. What mall was that in Oakland? It was a mall in Oakland, y'all. I forgot the name of that goddamn mall. I used to always go there because that's the place where black folks go and make a deal with the Arabs to get furniture for like $450, a $900 furniture set for $450. They used to sit there and make deals. What's it called? There's a mall out there in Oakland that people used to always go to. No, it was Eastmount Mall. It was Eastmount Mall. So anyway, officer called himself trying to put hands on this 12-year-old little boy, and he was with his mama. He just could not drink his soda inside the store. So he inside the what do you call it? What's the name of that damn place they was going to? It was like a Fashion Nova or something like that. And he couldn't drink his soda in there. And they told him that no food or drink inside the shop. So he had to go out. And as he went out, Mom was just trying on clothes with her little girl, and she didn't see that her son still wasn't there. So she called him on the phone to ask where he was, as mothers do and as she should do. And it was getting loud outside. So she decided to put her stuff on top of the counter to go see what's going on. And police officers was over here, had him in handcuffs. So shit went down. Shit went down. When she started calling her brother, the security guard that was downstairs at the mall was her brother. It was on. Hella people from Oakland, California that was in that mall shopping. Oh yeah, shit stopped. And officers was getting jumped. They got their ass jumped up in there. It was everybody for themselves. It was WWE wrestling from that point on. They couldn't arrest nobody because they didn't know who did all the damn swinging and shit. You couldn't do nothing, but everybody had to go. Everybody had to go. You know what I'm saying? They didn't get a chance to handcuff that boy. They had him, his hands in the back to handcuff him, but they didn't get a chance to do it because that little boy was fighting. The mama intervened. So thank God. Shout out to that mama. Shout out to Oakland, California, from folks from 12th Street, 14th Street. Oh my gosh. Shout out to them. That happened back in 2013. I will never forget that. That was wonderful. Y'all bring that shit back. That's where the respect comes in. That's what y'all don't let nobody make y'all motherfucking victim. That's what I'm talking about, black people. Y'all don't let, brothers, don't be letting nobody make you a motherfucking victim. If you do, I don't respect you. Next. Bruh. LOL. Mystic is half African American. She said she's Jamaican. What kind of disrespect? The disrespect? Yeah. She's 100% New York. No, she said she's from Jamaica. I know Mystic personally. Yes, but she said she's from Jamaica. When she lie a lot on everything, you know what I'm saying? She lie a lot. You know, Mystic Dog lie a lot. I just want you to know that. You know what I'm saying? She ain't had no husband. Now she got a husband. She ain't never had no kids. Now she just had a baby. She lie a lot. She lie a lot. You know what I'm saying? No wedding, no womb type shit. She is half African American, half Jamaican. Jamo. I know some Jamaicans right now, but they don't disrespect black folks like that. Let me see. I got some folks. Let me see. Pastor Bentley laughing their ass off. Did you get some shit from the collection plate yet? Caribbean for life. I love Caribbean. I got Caribbean folks. I got a family member that's Caribbean. They have Caribbean. Yep. My cousin went to the Caribbean, got him a Black Caribbean queen, and she's pretty as hell. And they about to have their third baby, and it's finally a boy. And she says she's done after that. She says no more baby. It's yeah. He agreed with her. That's it. This is actually sad. It is sad. It is very sad, because all these years we was learning that men carry the seed. The men just did not. The whole time I don't know. And that's why black women wasn't getting no respect. But now, black women got to get their credits what credit's due. Sometimes I wonder. The kid is what the father is. No, the kid is what the mama is. You can't tell me that a father can carry babies for 9 months and have them. I mean, I know they want to try. They do. I mean, now that they know woman carried the seed, she's the powerhouse of them all. You have men that want your womb, sister. There's men who want your womb and they want to experience what you experience, and unfortunately it turns into a tumor because you can't carry a baby because it turns into a tumor because it doesn't know what the hell it's in. This does not feel like a mother. It does not feel like a mother. And that's how come 2 men lost their lives trying to be pregnant and do what women do. We'll talk about that shit because it gets deeper and it's not some shit that's been made up. It's been science. We just been ignoring science all the goddamn time. Black people started learning science because I could tell a bunch of y'all failed science, a bunch of y'all flunked science. I just passed it and I got an A in anatomy. No, I got a B in anatomy. I got an A in physiology. But I'm gonna tell you like this. I did what they said. I just didn't want to believe it. It took me a while to finally fucking believe that woman carried a seed, and it made a lot of sense. And you gotta look that shit up. Look that shit up on Google and shit. Google that shit. Google it. You'll find out, and you'll still be in denial. Like, oh fuck that. It's gonna take you a while. Then you gotta think about it because we've been told this for so many motherfucking years that men carry the seed, and you are who your father is, like it's the Bible. And it's like, motherfucker, you wasn't even the chosen ones. How about that? Let's do this. Let's finish. Science sounds like she can't read. No, it's science, son. I've read Pastor. I need some money from the collection plate. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry. You didn't understand, and it's hard. I know, right? I need to do a science class. I love science. I love science. Science is my favorite subject. I just ignored what the hell anatomy and physiology was. But you gotta take anatomy and physiology. You gotta do it. I do need a science class. I would love to teach science. I would love to teach science. But I want to teach anatomy and physiology because I think that's where we fail at, right? Biology, because see, you talking about plants and living organisms. Oh, that's my favorite. You didn't think I know science, huh? Plants and organisms is the shit. You know what I'm saying? I love that. I love plants and organisms and things like that. But when it comes to anatomy and physiology, that's a whole different animal because now you're talking about humans, the functions, the structures, the functions of the body, the cause and effect of the body, right? And the framework of the bones of the female and male. Oh yeah, that's my shit, man. That's why I love school. That's why I love school. That's why I love school. The garbage men done took Tan baby. I still got my baby, Mr. Dog. I got my baby. I got my baby, Mr. Dog. You need to learn science. Oh, not me. I know science. Science was my favorite subject. I think you need to learn science. You need to learn science. I think people take the Bible and then they, like I did at one point, and I took the Bible and, you know what I'm saying? But science is my favorite fucking subject. My son loves science. He inherits science infatuations from me. My son loves science and physics. My son loves it all. We told y'all I'm the seed carrier. My son is the seed of me. Everything that I learned that I am infatuated with, that I've been about ever since my pregnancy, my son inherited that shit. My son is science. But yeah, Jewish is not a race. That's ethnicity. However, they're white. And if you're Jewish, right? You're white Jewish. It's white first. White first. You can't say a white woman can give birth to black babies. That's just irrelevant unless she's still in the black woman's embryo. But you guys gonna have to stop disrespecting yourselves and giving it all the credit to white women. That's bringing in white looking babies porter out, and you calling that white baby black. It's just it's retarded. It's ridiculous. Um, let me see. What else? What else? What else? What else? We all, well, I hope you can get yourself pregnant. You know, I always thought to tell that to a man. I hope you get yourself pregnant since you carry the seed. That's what I would tell a man. I hope you get yourself pregnant since you carry the seed, man. Uh, Cindy G was correct. You know, I owe her an apology. You know, I gave her problems with that, but I didn't want to believe it. But you know, we're starting to learn, even from men themselves, that understand that, you know, hey, nah, she the queen. That's why we say black woman is God. That's why we call it Mother Earth. You guys don't even know what side you want to be on. Either she's Mother Earth or it's Father Earth. Come on. It's if you want to believe a man carried a seed, then call it Father Earth and say the Father birthed everything. Say that shit. Now it makes more sense to me, and I understand now. I understand so much so now that it's the woman. She's it. She's the one that has the power over the portal coming through her body. She is. And menstrual cycles were once seized before it swelled up full of eggs and you started bleeding out because you haven't been fertilized yet, right? So it makes a lot of sense, and seeds do not float. Show me where a seed can float. Seeds don't float, they're planted, and we still got them. And if you are running out of seeds, you're going to go through menopause. All right, that's how it works. What the hell? No, you. I don't want hell up in here. You got you take that hell back. I don't do hell. I don't do hell. We do heaven. We do heaven. We do paradise. We don't do hell. Tanjan, not even for black. Not even for black. She admitted she half Arab. Oh yeah. She like the cap. Mystic Dog like the cap. And she got a picture up here, which she it was this one picture Mr. Dog had, and Mr. Dog had this picture, right? And this picture looked like a man in drag, like the weave and everything with the glasses, man in drag. And she don't mind being called a dog. She don't mind being said she do bestiality. She be messing with them dogs. She be licking them dog paws, and it's like, ugh, that's gross. But to each his own. I can't stop you. Who else? What we call cells are not cells. What do you call cells that are not cells? There's all types of cells. There's red blood cells, white blood cells. There's um, all kinds. There's different types of cells. There's different kinds of cells. There's a cell membrane. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Because it's telling me you're white and you're black. So who's your mother? Is she white or she black? If your mama black, then you are a black biracial. If your mama's black, then you are a black biracial. You're a biracial black woman. You're black first because your mama. You're black because your mother, not your father, right? Everything you do is through your mother. So I just want to know you're not through your father, right? Not through your father. You don't suck on his nipples for milk, do you? No, your mother. So yeah, you learn a lot all day. What did Mr. Dog say? Mr. Dog said, Tanja, I have a baby right now. I do have a baby. I do. I mean, I'm not getting men pregnant, so I mean, it's impossible, right? Mr. Uganda said I'd had enough of this tonight. It's been stressing me out. I can't take this real shit. I'm going to sleep. I'll be back to argue with Tanjan again about this same shit that I don't believe. Now, just let it sink in. Do some research. Do some homework. Elaine, D'Amico, do some research. Do a little bit more research. Hey, I was like you. I'm telling you, and you're gonna find out that hey, it's the real shit. We just refuse science. We just refuse the real shit. We just refuse the call because listen, what woman would carry an egg? That don't make sense. When you say a woman carrying an egg, how small is that egg? It don't make any sense. It's not even an egg with a shell to it. It doesn't make any sense. We don't have eggs. That's something that was told by our parents, so they would try to keep us from learning about sex education from them when they tell us the birds and the bees, and they don't want us to have any babies.
know if y'all can still hear what I say. Let me see. Let me read this shit some more before he say he have to go to sleep. Pastor that don't know shit, laughing and shit. You should do science, Pastor. You should do science. Do science. And then you'll learn. And then put that shit together with the Bible. You'll know man written the Bible. You can kind of put the Bible down and look at real life, right? Tanja, how come you're big? Shoo. It looked like I'm big, but I'm not big. You're big. You're bigger than me, actually. You're bigger than me. What are you, like 248? 250? Yeah. I'm sorry, Mystic Dog. I'm sorry you're going through shit you're going through, but understand I'm on your side. I'm not against you, Mr. Dog. I'm not on your side, Mr. Dog. You attacked me for being on your side, Mr. Dog. Shit. You was talking about water and hot dogs. Baby, how I'ma feed you and I'm over here in the Bay Area and you over where you at looking for food. Dude, and don't ask single moms for money to feed you neither. Yeah, I think that's kind of rude, Mr. Dog. That's rude. You can't even cook. Oh shit, I cook all the goddamn time. I'm the cook in the family. I'm the cook. They always want me to pay for this. I make the best spaghettis in the world. You wanna go? You wanna I guarantee you, I would like to debate you on that. I'm the best goddamn spaghetti maker in the world. You can't mess with that. How do your son eat? Shoot. He want that beyond hot dog thing. He want that beyond hot dog. So I kind of fried and put in, I don't just put the I don't just put the, just like this Beyond Link thing, right? And the Beyond Meat thing, you got to cut it in half, right? And it's vegan. It's like a vegan dog, right? And you put that shit on, you put a little bit of oil on it, you base it with a little oil, put it in the oven, put it on 350 or 375, let it cook, let it brown a little bit, then turn around and throw a little bit of barbecue sauce on top of it, just a little bit of barbecue sauce, then put it right back in there, let it cook with the barbecue sauce, give it some extra flavor to it, then take that shit out, and then you're going to put you a little bit of, for him, he just wants some ketchup and mustard. That's all he wants. He'll eat that with some fries. And then I just cook him some fries. That's what I do. Oh yeah, I can cook. I cook my ass off. But over here, this is his late lunch. That's when he ready to eat and he have his little lunch and he'll have that. But at night I make shit like tortellini, spaghetti. I make my salmon meal. I make my brown rice. There's a trick to cooking brown rice if you want to know how to do it. Some people don't like brown rice, but they don't know how to cook it. All right, shit, I can cook. Fast food? No, we don't eat McDonald's. We don't eat McDonald's. I cook at home. Hey. That's what's happening. I love what's happening. I was called Camel Toe. Oh yeah, that's right, Camel Toe. What's Mr. Dog called her camel? Over. You know the history of how feminism started. Yeah, but I heard about this. There's 3 different stories to feminism. Did you know black men started that damn thing? I thought white men started feminism, but they're saying black men started this shit. When white men started, the white women feminism was totally different. Black women wanted to just be women. They wanted to lay on their femininity and not get up and work and want the man to take care of her. So that was her feminism. See, y'all don't know this shit. Y'all just want to sit here and throw in male talking points and you sound like a man and it's just embarrassing as fuck. And then the white women, they want to get out and go work. Black women didn't want to go motherfucking go work. They want to lay on their ass and want their men to take care of them, and rightfully so. And the man wasn't doing it, so they were forced to get the fuck up and go work, even at the church. So let's not go there. You know what I'm saying? They wanted a man to take care of her and them children while she's being domestically a domestic wife. She's cooking and cleaning and ironing the clothes and staying home and singing the hymns and all the shit. And meanwhile, white women says, fuck that shit. I'm sick of Johnny leaving me by my fucking self like I'm Lucy and like it's the goddamn honeymooners and you're going out banging some floozy out there and I'm going to go work. I'm going to go work. That's my only way. I'm going to go work. And he said, I don't want my lady working. And the reason why I believe white man was telling his white lady he didn't want his lady working is because
She don't want to have to find her way to go find her a secretary job and find that he's talking to some goddamn floozy or begging a secretary. So you know what I'm saying? That was just some shit what started that goddamn movement. But if you listen to what black men are saying about feminism, you're gonna lose because they're dumb as shits. I'm sorry, they're not learning. Now I'm gonna tell you who can teach about feminism, and he's a black man, and I think he's the shit. Taz the goat. Go and subscribe to Taz the Ghost channel. Taz is the shit. Go, he the goat. He did one on femininity. He did one on feminism. Those are two different things. Femininity means it being in tune with your feminine side. You know what I'm saying? And I see a bunch of brothers being in tune with that shit too much so, and they're feminine. They on the wrong lane. They need to learn how to raise boys. They ain't doing that shit. They over here wondering about girls and little girls and how to stick their thing in little girls. These are pedophiles. Don't listen to these pedophiles, Mr. Eileen. Don't. I know we getting off on the wrong hand, but we ain't. I don't hate you like that. You just don't understand. You thought you knew everything you really did not know. You know what I'm saying? You did not know. I'm into science. I'm a science major. I'm into science. I'm in physiology, anatomy, and I'm into medical stuff, especially medical terminology. Ooh, I love it. I love it. Those are my favorite motherfucking subjects. Those are what I got A's on. That's why I got my A's and B's on. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Mr. Dog said her back fat is grumbling. I don't have back fat though, sweetie. I don't. I don't. I don't know what you're seeing. But you need to put that dog back up there so people can see what you really look like. You do look like that dog that was on that thing. You do. I have no fat back. Or you talking about Big Shirley, the one that Kevin Simons was with before, he croaked. That white fat woman he was with, the Latina. The one that was Latina. She got fat back. Maybe you talking about her much because you like to target women too much. You're a munch cruncher or a carpet muncher, something. You're a carpet muncher, I believe you are. Ellen, are you feminist? Yeah, I gotta stick up for black women. I gotta have your back when shit go to the left. I do, because we gotta learn how to stay in women's place. If you want to learn how to stay in women, being a feminist means staying in women's place. That's all that means. Everything you do is ladylike. You stand in women's place. You can't be feminist. You can't be feminine if you around a whole bunch of men telling you to do shit he wants you to do and he ain't doing it. Some shit he's supposed to do, like help carry the motherfucking groceries to the house since you gonna eat it, motherfucker. Help carry the groceries to the motherfucking house. Quit eating up my shit and you ain't help me carry shit in the house. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you gonna have to learn the difference and stop listening to some black men who hate black women. You got some real black men who understand what the shit it really means, and they agree with a lot of that terms, and it makes a lot of sense. And they don't understand why the rest of y'all. Some of them don't talk because they don't want to be called names. I don't know. Camel toe, learning. Go ahead. Good job. It's good that you listening and learning. We hear your Obama phone ringing in the back. No, that's not an Obama phone. That's T-Mobile. That's T-Mobile. But you're trying to cap. You can't cap. You can't cap. That's a shame. You can't cap. But your dog calling you Rover. Woof woof. Go get him. Everybody. If y'all don't know, Mystic Dog practice bestiality, and she don't think nothing wrong with it.
Mommy.
Huh? What's next?
I want some hot dog.
You want a hot dog? You want another hot dog? Hey, you eat like that? You want no snacks with that? Okay, I'm putting another one in for you. But you're going to get a half of it, okay? You understand? You eat all day. I got to cook food for you. Okay? You're going to eat that pasta we made the other night. That's my baby. My baby can eat, y'all. The pizza roll halftime was ringing. No, you know what? I did. Let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you what happened, Camel Toe. Hold on. Who's Auntie Sykes? This is psychological diarrhea. Man. If you would have known what Mr. Dog was talking, everything was coming out of her mouth was straight up diarrhea. Poor thing. She ain't got nothing else better to do with herself. The pizza roll was ringing.
Mm-mm. No, I can make my own pizza. You know, they do got this shit though that you can make. They got stuff that you can make, and you can make your own pizza. And I'm gonna try that one day. I am. Let me see. I'll go grocery shopping maybe this Friday. Maybe this Friday. You have you know me personally. When did I have a kid and a husband? No, I heard you. You making up all kinds of ways. All you do is lie. You ain't had no husband. You don't want none right now. Then you say you got a husband. He in the house, and it's like, why you ain't tending to him? Why you always on here trying to cap on somebody? Then you said you got a baby, and then you say you adopted one, and now you just got the. And then we realized it was the dog you laying with. And I understood that. That was my misunderstanding. It was the dog he was laying with, Mr. Dog. Sorry about that much. Let me see. Well, listen, let me tell you something. I didn't come to talk about Caribbeans. I love Caribbean people. I love the Caribbean people. I got Jamaican friends. I got a cousin that got a beautiful Caribbean woman. So we're not here to judge Caribbean people, but we are here to judge people who judge Black Americans. Yeah. Like if you got Koreans and Chinese over in your motherfucking country running your motherfucking ass, telling your ass that you can't do shit without their permission, and that's your motherfucking country and it's supposed to be your people, then we got problems. Please don't talk about Black American people, period, because you're going to get yourself caught up in the drill. For real. For real. You gotta worry about them Koreans that's over there in Jamaica. Now I'm telling you, they trying to run shit over in Jamaica. What else? Ignorant. Yeah, pastor. You were very ignorant what you did at that church. That was very ignorant of you, and it was wrong. And I don't forgive people like that. For you to sit there and call your congregation cheap and not buying you a goddamn bottle watch, that was wrong. And that other pastor that you rode with that pretend like he was being robbed in that church, and then came back and said only God could judge him. That was wrong. I don't respect that. I really don't. You know what, Mr. Dog? So my son was talking to my brother over the phone, my older brother, right? And my his uncle said, "What you learned at daycare?" My son said, "I learned to eat lunch." That shit was funny. We was busting out laughing. My son in the science though, but when he said that, he was saying, "I learned to eat lunch." And then we was rolling our asses off because we didn't see that shit coming. We just, but he don't hardly really eat nothing. That when he go to school, he always go for he always eat the burger. He always and eat the chips, but he don't eat the fruit cups. Like those who are parents, what do you when you listen when you want your kids to have fruit, right? How can you get your babies to eat certain types of fruit? I burnt them out on the apple. He don't want no more goddamn bananas. So what type of fruit should I feed along with the lunch he'll eat? Like he'll eat the heavy lunch, but when it comes to the fruits, he gotta have fruits. I always want him to have fruits, and he's getting tired of the cuties. Our cuties is going bad. I have to throw that shit in the garbage. Got a whole bag of cuties, and I think it's a whole bag full. I got it at Costco. Yeah, he wasting the shit. Oh yeah, you can't get mad because you dropped it on the floor. And you messing up my life because I'm capping right now. Don't get mad. It didn't break. It's okay. It did. It did, but come here. Don't get me. Listen, it's just snacks, man. You didn't break nothing, baby. Look. See, it just spread it. It didn't break. It didn't break. You want to lay here on your TV until I'm done with my dog and say my dog? Okay. But hold on. I'm going to come back and drill. After I'm done, let my son relax. Because he's mad his back there. Oh, God, my son mad. He done sat there and dropped his snacks on the floor and said he broke it. He's so cute. My baby broke his snacks on the floor. No, he did. He just spilled some. He just spilled some snacks on the counter. It's fine. Yeah, all right. I think it's borderline child abuse for you to harass your child. That kid will have no chance. Oh, you're being judgmental. Pastor ain't got shit. Oh, the pole pastor. You know, when judgment day comes, there's no hope for you. You gonna burn. I'm sorry. You can't, you in that Christian faith, y'all worship the devil anyway. You can't talk about people's kids, baby. Nobody is doing anything to our kids. Like we love our babies more than you and you're jealous. Wow. How sad. Ah. Someone, Camel Foray. God, come see this. See what? See what? Mr. Doggle? Yeah, Mr. Dog be into that. Dog be into them pets. You know, she got a pet for a husband. Y'all didn't know that? And it's not really a man. It's not a man. For real. You need serious help. Yeah. Your whole congregation needs serious help. Y'all be stealing and shit. Y'all doing orgies, everything. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself. It is time for some serious help. Someone deliver this young lady, please. I don't want satanic rituals on me. Because Pastor Hamilton, big bucks of the Bentley ministry, you know, she worships the devil and other things. Oh yeah, I graduated a year early, honey. With a 3.92 GPA, and I got my AS degree. I got my diploma. Yeah, I didn't drop out of school. You know, I wasn't a ghetto chick. You know what I'm saying? Like I did come from the hood, but my father made sure and my grandmother made sure I went to a school where because I wanted to work and I wanted to run track and you know I had a life. I was a square. I was a square. You know, I didn't get pregnant at the age of 12 and 13, and I didn't let no dirty ass man look at me. And if a dirty ass man looked at me, I went and got family members. Yeah, and it was fun to see that goddamn fight. It was just so fucking fun. Yeah, it was because I was a square and I was innocent and I didn't want you touching me, and I was very uncomfortable around grown ass men. So no, I was a very good obedient child. I was. I had a hard life, but I didn't have it that kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? Like I had it hard where we had to deal with people in the schools that were trying to act like they were better than us because they were white, we were black. But then guess what? I got straight A's and B's and they couldn't fuck with us. And there's a lot of us black, smart, intelligent sisters and brothers who graduated in America with honors. And I was one of them. And my daughter, she actually repeated that same shit. She graduated a year early and she was in a Carpe Diem Award. She did one up more than me. She's on a Carpe Diem Award. She's a honor roll student, left and right. Oh yeah, yeah, and she hit it big with that Chinese speech contest she did twice. And got that award for that. Oh yeah, my daughter is the shit, man. Like she got it from her mama. Go ahead. I can't. I love jealous ass people. I can't wait till my folks come and start capping. Just curious. Yeah, but I knew you try to test me out, but only a dumbass person would get mad and tell you that you're telling the truth just by reacting to it, what you're saying. Only a dumbass person to do that. The ones who didn't graduate from high school and got on crack and was living it off the welfare, like Lady A was saying, when she don't know, she's talking about a lot of black men were on welfare. They were, yeah. Uh, Let me see. This is unhealthy. Yeah, you need to quit that church. Yeah, you got to quit that church. It's very unhealthy for you to sit there and claim to be a Holy Ghost person, and then you just do everything illegal and nasty and all that stuff that you're doing. It's so it's sad. It's just so sad. That's why I quit going to church. I quit going. You know why I quit going to church? Because you guys are hypocrites and sickening and all that stuff, right? And you guys can't I mean turn the light off. You cool, you better now? Okay, let's turn the light off. Yeah, so yeah, y'all can't. The saddest part about it is your church. Boy, that's sure is sad. That is so sad.
Let me see here. What we gonna do? That's what we get to do this weekend. Me and my son finna bake cookies. Cookies. Now what else? Y'all, Mr. Dog, she can't bake cookies because she gotta feed her dog something from the dog food store. She can't really feed that. Yeah, but I'm not trying to make you have cookies yet, son. We do got cookies. See this? What's this? What's this? What's this? That's cookies, huh? Peanut butter cookies. We're gonna have some peanut butter cookies. We got all kind of stuff. I got autumn stuff. We got all kind of shit. Yeah, I'm told you, son. Yeah, my son. You okay? Oh boy. And they think I'm gonna be with my son. My son fell off the little chair. You okay? Come here, baby. You didn't pay attention. Come here. Oh, that's what you did. Come here. You're not supposed to put that up there. That's how you fail. My poor baby. He ain't paid attention. He put his card, what you call a booster seat. Just so y'all won't know, my son put his booster seat on top of the goddamn high chair, for which I didn't want him to get on top of, and he didn't pay attention. You know, that round, that square ass car seat booster chair on top of the round car seat, and he fell off of it. Oh dang. Well, you know, kids do shit. They get into shit. They do shit. And all you gotta do is tell them they gotta learn how to be careful. So now he embarrassed. But no, you're not gonna come in here and do that, son. You're not gonna come in here and do all that hollering like that. You don't even cry like that. Just call I want attention. That's black male child for you. That's call I want attention. But he did fall. And he fell. I told him don't do that. You know what I'm saying? He upset now. You want some French fries? Told you he was making that up. Told you it was fake. You want French fries? Now he. This is my grandma spoiled him and made him do that. That's grandma. You want French fries? You want French fries? Okay, all you doing is just screaming. You're not even crying. You're just screaming. You want French fries? You want French fries? Don't get mad at that thing. Don't you throw that. Don't throw it. You put it up there. Accountability. You can't get. You gotta have to go to the room there. You can't sit there and start throwing your stuff on the floor because you think you fell off of it. Don't do that. No, go to your room if you don't do that. You feel like throwing stuff? Go throw your pillow. You never have. Oh, you want French fries? Okay, but go throw a pillow or something. Don't come over here and go all that. You upset. You upset. Yeah, he just wanted attention, but he mad now. He's so upset. He picking up toys and throwing shit on the floor, and that's just cause it just means nothing's going his way. He gonna throw a tantrum, but he gonna have to learn not to do that. You know, it's all good. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna feed him again. He still wants some more for that one. It's a link. This little boy is putting out some food. This little boy can eat. He growing though. He tall for his age. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna do this real quick shit here while I start getting my cooking. I'm thinking about making some another batch of tortellini, but I want to make it a ravioli way. I am gonna do a YouTube channel on cooking. Since Allie was talking about I can't cook shit, I know how to cook, baby. Most of y'all I know don't even cook. Y'all go to the fast food every goddamn day. Y'all get in y'all car, and it's convenient. We can get in our we definitely get in our car, but I know for a fact y'all get in the car and you know y'all just be doing all that stuff like yeah. Y'all baby asking for hot dogs. He calls it a hot dog, but it's beyond sausage. He don't know how to say beyond sausage. He calls it a hot dog. That's what Uncle calls it, a hot dog. He say, "You want this big old hot dog?" But we don't have hot dogs. We don't even eat pork. That's called beyond. It's kind that you can't afford, Mystic Dog. It costs $10 to get these links, but it's called Beyond Link sausage, right? It's like sausage hot dogs, like meat. It's like hot links, but you can't afford it, right? Because it's $10.95 a pack. But you know, my independent contractor money, we can buy that shit. I buy Beyond Meat shit. I don't really buy meat unless it's like salmon. I don't even buy chicken. I almost don't even buy chicken anymore. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he gonna call it a hot dog. He gonna call Beyond Burger a hamburger. He's gonna call it that because that's what he's been told. You know? So nope, we don't have hot dogs like Oscar Myers and shit, like that 95-cent pack of hot dogs. The kind I got costs $10.95 a pack. And you can get it at Whole Foods. Can you afford Whole Foods, Mystic Dog? Tell me your dad went for milk and didn't come back without telling me your dad went for milk without coming back. I don't know what that means. You talking about your dad? Your dad went for milk and not coming back. My father's dead. My father died from leukemia. That's what made me want to get into science. Big time. My dad died of leukemia. I want to go back to school for science. Are you going to come here screaming again or are you going to be okay? Are you okay? Are you okay now or are you going to come back and scream? Are you okay now?
Come back to school.
Yeah, you going tomorrow. You going back to school tomorrow, baby. Don't worry. Oh boy. Yeah, I got my baby. He does this when he want attention. Look at Pastor. Pastor don't even feed his congregation. But you want to talk about somebody? You're hilarious. Golly, your church worships the devil. So and Mystic Dogs licks dogs' booties all the time. You know she's into that. She's basically into sexual animal shit, kinky animal shit. She talked about that shit a long time ago. Oh yeah, you can do that shit if you want to. I bet you they'll laugh in your face. Now you're gonna have to get down off that stool because you put that seat up there and you fell off of it and you weren't supposed to do that. You're supposed to put it back on that couch and look what you did. You fell. And then I'm on live stream and then I'm dealing with haters. They're gonna assume that I did stuff to you and I didn't. Do you understand that? Okay. You shaking your head, yes, but now you're over here and you want to be with mommy, that's fine. But I'm on live stream, right? And you were doing your don't dance on top of that thing. Hey, go to your room if you're gonna do that. No, you do. You know what it is? You want grandma. You want to talk to grandma? Okay, you don't gotta scream to talk to grandma. I get it. You're still a toddler. Go down and get the phone. Come down and get the phone. There's nothing wrong with you. You just put. Where is the
phone?
The phone is over there. Can you go and see if the phone is over there and bring me the phone? And I'll call grandma for you. That's what it is. You want to talk to grandma.
Well, he going back to grandma.
Yeah, y'all can sit there and say I'm abusing my son if you want to. We all know it's lies. My son is cool. He sit there and talk to me, and my son just does all kind of shit. He's a boy, so you can't be judging my son because he want to be a boy. He be fucking himself up sometimes, like he doing right now, stepping on top of shit, and not realizing that's not what you do. You're supposed to sit down on it, get down off of that before you fall. That's why you failed the first time. You scared yourself. Okay. Feelings is hurt. Call CPS. Yeah, call them. They're going to laugh in your face. You're not one of us. I sure the hell not. I don't want to be you because you are a devil worshiper. I have a question. What's that camouflage? Whatever your name is. You don't know our countries. Honestly, I didn't know your damn country. I just said that I got folks that I know that got folks. But you know, you keep being dumb. I mean, it's just the most dumbest things ever. Like, I could tell some of you guys are very controversial and you like drama. You like that drama shit. What else? Why is your tummy whispering to your feet? I don't know. I don't know what that means. Why is your tummy whispering to your feet? Good evening. Chat, roll the phone. That child needs CPS, ma'am. No, my child doesn't need CPS. No, you just don't have kids. Make sure you don't have kids. YouTube needs to ban you. No, YouTube don't need to ban me. Pastor will turn like a private area. Pastor will burn. Pastor will burn like your private area. Oh, you are such a nasty person. Wow. Beat the children before he dies. Oh, that's so sad. This is not Africa. This is America. I'm not worried about my kid not eating. He's eating. My son always eats. He just eats whatever he wants. But he can't eat what he wants. He eats what he's given to him. Yeah. If he wants this link, he can get a half of one. He's not getting a whole 1.5. Yeehaw, what's poppin'? Who are you? I'm the freaking coolest mom on the planet. I'm the freaking coolest mom on the planet. You let your kid fall off a chair. Nope, he let himself fall off a chair. He knows what he was supposed to do. And if he don't want to listen, he's going to have to learn the hard way. But you wouldn't know that, would you, childless woman? To have a kid on a chair, no serious, someone call CPS. Unfit. Oh, you don't know how to be a parent. That's why you think it's unfit for a kid to do what he wants to do until he finds out that he's not supposed to do what he was told not to do a long time ago. But that's okay. CPS not coming. This is dangerous. What's dangerous? Now, this is black people. This is what black people do for a living, right? Now, if little Tommy fell off that goddamn chair when he wasn't supposed to do it, you know, they would ask this white mom, is little Timmy okay? Someone should get the wellness check. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they should get wellness check for everybody that's on this panel. This is unbelievable. Yeah, you're unbelievable. This is child neglect. No, my son's with me. I'm not leaving my son at a crack house or none of that shit. So, that being said, you know, I always read the chat. Yeah. Can you call Mr. Dog a dog? What's the dog name? Earth? Yep, that's Munch. Now, this one here, she likes to chase women. She likes to chase women, and it's not okay for her to do that. You understand? She stalks her mommy, and it's not cool. It's creepy. Sick. Let me see. Who else is creepy and sick? Oh, Pastor. Boy, I sure can't wait to talk about you. You were just trying to steal from your congregation. And boy. You want people to forgive you. I don't forgive people who steal from congregations. Nuh-uh. Yep. See, then y'all found out he wasn't being abused, so my son over here making beats. Because, you know, he being himself. He being himself. And guess what? Y'all still jealous. Oh, my son rapping. He rapping too, y'all. My son can rap. Say it again. What? See, my son got gifts. He got talent. My son got talent.
We're not watching television.
No, but you're not finna go to the you're not finna go. I'm not doing no Hollywood with you. They too weird. We ain't doing Hollywood. I'm not selling your soul for no damn fame. There's a lot of black folks that do that to their own family though. Just for some damn money that goes. You can make the money. But anyway, it was nice talking to people. Oh wait, I sure wish Moonflower was here. She went to sleep. She was so tired. We done talked her all the way to sleep on her channel. But I wish she was asleep. I mean, she was up on my side of the channel. Let me see who's on. Who's on? Is Taz on? Because I like to see my actual channel. Taz, yep. Oh yeah. I love you. I love you. I love you. Oh, someone said thank you, and you are right about all this. Yeah, you can make money taking down here. I'm gonna do it this Saturday. We gonna have a glorifying games. Oh yeah, let me watch this. This gonna be the shit. You know, this the goat. We not on live stream no more. So you can stop doing the history of Chicago gangsters. Oh, I cannot wait to see the shit. What? That's tight. He finna do a good one, a good stream. Hey. Which one, baby? All right. I'm about to go. I'm about to go see Taz Ghost channel. Right. Right. Notify me. Notify me. King Von versus Al Capone. This is retarded as hell. Oh, what's up, family? Hey, want to call grandma? I went through the same time. Okay. That's all. I'm not getting no more snack after this. You understand? You don't eat so much of other stuff. You're not going to eat no food. Here, I'm about to put dinner on in about an hour. Huh? Turmeric. Turmeric. You sure ain't singing loud enough. All that hollering you was doing, you sure ain't singing loud enough. Okay, let me go and see. Let me get to my channel real quick so I can go ahead and end the stream. Okay, I'm about to go in the stream. Thanks for coming, all the haters. Y'all ass stank. All right. All my folks. All my folks. All my folks. So I was wondering, can I mod them? Like,
I don't know.
huh?
I didn't see.
They did? Okay, we're about to leave right now. Let's get on off the channel. And I'll go ahead and learn how to edit the channel. I just want to go ahead and have fun. Cap on haters. Cap on haters.